Hello everybody, currently waiting in our stream. It is Michael, the Dungeon Master. We'll be starting here in about 5 minutes, so get everything ready because it's going to be a doozy of an adventure. everyone, and welcome to Prestige Encounters, the Dungeons and Dragons campaign brought to you by Lich Souls Gaming. I'm your Dungeon Master, Michael, and we have an exciting session in store for you tonight. But first and foremost, we have a few announcements to get through. A lot of the music we'll be hearing tonight is what? What, Josh?
Just Jeremiah struggling to put on his headphones. I can't, like, what do you want me to do?
A lot of the music we'll be hearing tonight is brought to you by Midnight Syndicate. Midnight Syndicate is a music production group creating goth, horror, and fantasy RPG music that you can be using at your tables at home. For more information, go to midnightsyndicate.com, and if spelling is too hard for you, you can use !midnight in our chat for a clickable link. You can watch their music videos on YouTube, listen to their music on Spotify, and even ask an Amazon Alexa device to play Midnight Syndicate right now. Thank you so much, Midnight Syndicate. We love your music and we love you appropriately. The artwork is made by Jeremiah. Message him in the Discord if you want to give him money to have artwork done, time allowing. So !Discord in our chat for a link to the Discord to be able to message him, Slimy Rice on Discord, etc, so on and so forth. Anything else?
Something about dice normally?
Only
dice?
Crits. I search for only crits in chat for a link to get dice and dice related accessories for a discount. Only Lich Souls at checkout for that discount. Grab your drinks, grab your snacks as we welcome you to our table, and we begin tonight's session of Prestige Encounters. And here does what happened last week. In her very own words, newly risen from the dead, she has risen. It's none other than Emmeline. Take it away.
Oh, how peaceful my time was, away from this plane. With my memories becoming clearer, I thought it would do me well to record them, lest I ever fall once more. After being brought to the city of pathways, the kingdom of Yelna and Grivtrea, the walk there was very shy of conversation. Despite my efforts, I gave up in a short way. In a weird way, the things that I was concerned with previously offered no pressure within this time. The things that I was worried about before, my friends, our plans, it all just felt so irrelevant. Incalculable time passed as I waited to be seen within this city. As it was explained to me, there were 3 judges that I needed to meet with to decide my fate. First was Malvrov, the judge of deeds. Next was Kalgungor, the judge of minds. And last was Balriana, the judge of hearts. I stood before them as they began deliberations about which path I should be led down. Agnivari, the road to hells. Tasunar, the road to heavens. And Zalati, the road of complacency. From my understandings, mortal side, as well as some descriptions given to me while proceedings began, Agnivari would be where I would serve a demon prince who would claim my soul after my arrival. Admittedly, this is my least desired outcome. The paths themselves are virtually the same in terms of appearance, but knowing what lies down them is the closest I could get to my emotions at that time. The closest I could get to fear, or even wonder. Because Tasunar would be leading me to the realm of the heavens, in which I would serve some kind of light god, and I would be welcomed into their realm. I have many questions about this path, though questions were not necessarily permitted at that time. In my current reflections, I think Zalati would be the safest. It would lead me to a realm of waiting, something of a purgatory, where souls wait further for their destiny. But as these three giant spectral beings sat, their true emotions, if they even exist, were hidden behind grand jade masks, one of joy, one of sadness, and one of indifference. In the middle of this proceeding, there was this bright flash of light, and I was ripped from the court. A pain indescribable overtook me to every fiber of my being, as if my very soul was being boiled. Images of what could only be called war came whizzing past me, or me past them, and at points it felt as if I merged with some of them, if only for a moment. When the heat and the chaos subsided, I felt the conflicting feeling of a cold floor on my skin. The smell of fire crept into my nose, and the sound of my friends' voices rang, muffled in my head, along with another foreign voice. In an odd way, it sounded like an old friend, but in my right mind, I know I have never met this woman before. It was the Witch of the West, I was told. I got to take a good look at her as Naoki helped me up from the floor. She was adorned with 4 arms and a toothy grin, and with as much effort as it takes for a child to destroy, she took a large sheet of skin and created. It was a notebook, one that looked eerily similar to mine. We didn't spend much time in there, though, not enough for me to gather myself and ask questions to her, so we took our leave. Together we came to Therese and entered the Wily Tadpole, an inn that I assumed they had visited before they came and retrieved me. When we were finally safe within the loft, I got some more details about what had transpired since I had fallen, about their journey to this city, and about the sacrifices they had to do in order to bring me back. The tension in the air was palpable when they informed me about the fate of Valerie's heart. They had put it inside of Talia, or rather aloud. And when I heard that, I had a twinge of anger. Perhaps it should have been more? After my experiences and what I saw and what I felt, I just do not have the heart to force Valerie to go through that. In my mind, I know that she has unfinished business, personally and professionally. Matters that if her soul had not been utterly destroyed, perhaps she could come back without intervention to resolve. But that will never happen. As we discussed these matters as a team, our conversation was cut short by the presence of hooded figures. They entered and had a certain aura about them, one that commanded attention or at the very least respect. I personally chose to stay within the loft, as I was admittedly quite weary from everything that had transpired. This gave me the perfect angle to watch as Sinasha and Percy began their mission of sorts. Sinasha, bold and brash as ever, decided to approach them directly. Even from where I sat, I could hear her attempts at flattery and flirting, as well as riddling these few men to test their interest. Percy chose to do something more subtle, as he went to the barkeep and prodded his mind. The conflict between Sinasha and the 3 men reached a sudden climax when the tortoise man, not minding the volume of his words, told her to fuck off. Percy's attempts to move Sinasha back to us are in vain and honestly quite humorous. We then learn, upon their arrival, or return, that they are members of the Jade Monastery, and Percy asks quite shyly if Razad would take the lead to find out what they're talking about. Intrusive? Correct. Rewarding? Also correct. Upon Razad's arrival, we learn that they have ideas that a rift may be opening nearby, one connected to the Hells. They claim that they mustn't rush their mission to stop this, but it is quite dire. My plan was admittedly quite clumsy. I suggested we just talk about some of the things we experienced, and See if that would catch their interest. All these unsolved problems, they had to be connected. That's what I thought. Obnoxiously, we went down as a group and began our plan, talking boisterously and hoping they would notice. The human man at the bar did, and returned to his group. Before they all left together, they left the very tavern we were all in. We decided to give chase quietly, with Percy casting Pass Without a Trace as we filtered out of the inn. Given time, we found them, or rather they found us, trapping us within an alleyway and surrounding us on either side. We learned their names at this point. Iosuno the Dragonborn, Sienni the Turtle, and Androsh the Human. Despite the fact that our problems were not related, they did offer us a challenge. In place of them going and taking care of this demon summoning, they said we could go do it. We could complete it. The reward would be a letter of recommendation, allowing us partial access into the Clarendale archives to maybe get out of this contract we're currently in. I believe the answers to many of our issues lie within these libraries. Completing this task was easier than we anticipated. Firstly, we were given the name of the informant, Learnus Spawnbottom. His abode was easy enough to find, and an exhausted mother opened the door, Vicky Spawnbottom. To her, we must have seemed like law enforcement. However, smooth as silk, Rosad took the lead, letting her know that her lovely son had turned in a job application, and we are just following up on said application. Worked like a charm. A rather nervous and dorky amphibian came to the door, and after some prodding and bribing, he admitted that he snitched on his friend, but only out of concern. The one we were looking for was Grazu, who lived just around the block. To say the interaction went smoothly would be a lie. Percy was given the task of distracting Grazu's mother, a chain-smoking, trashy frog woman. And he did so by attempting to inform her about his savior, Torah, and all the great things the god could offer to her as well. She was not interested, and I can't really say I blame her. After this, Percy decided to just walk into her house, since Rosad was in the back trying to just sneak in. Overall, the stealth approach was not successful. At one point, Grazu came up from the basement, saw the unfolding chaos, and ran back down, howling about how he could not be stopped, and his power was too immense. As we followed him down, we came to see the summoning circle, made crudely and shakily. It did happen to work, which I admit surprised me. But when the demon was summoned by his angsty teenage hands, we saw that the threat was no longer imminent. He had only summoned a Quasit, a tiny creature with no more power than to brew tea. Sinatra slayed the gnat quickly and turned her attention to the hooligan at play. We did several different interactions of trying to scare him straight, but the winning one was with Rosad. It seemed that he got through to the kid the most, and I wonder if that's simply because he too was a hooligan at such an age. In order to assure that he did not try this again, we took the scroll that he used to summon the little demon and returned it to the monks at the inn. They seemed quite pleased that they didn't have to dirty their hands, although the news that he was nothing more than an amateur summoner seemed to tickle them. From there, we got our letter of recommendation, and we decided to rest before taking leave the next morning. At this point, I finally got to meet my Dragonel, who they told me fit my personality. I named him Mort after Mortis. Despite its striking purple color, it seemed a bit sickly, perhaps even developing cataracts, but it flew great. I'm glad we had the goggles and necessary equipment already, otherwise I could see the trip over being quite turbulent. After we landed in the City of Diamonds, we were greeted by a stable master. We paid our dues, and we were warned, by contrast, through possession of this stable master, He was taking opportunities to remind us that this path will not end well for us. We'll see about that. After getting information about where to go, we started in the way of the Jade Monastery with our letter of recommendation in hand. I will continue to record what we find in this city and beyond. And it seems we'll be treading where we have we'll be treading with very few days left. Sorry.
Thank you so much there, Emmeline. And so where we left off, the party was seeking out a place to rest, I believe, for the evening.
Yes, we were just at the tower.
Yes,
heading
sir.
into the city looking for an inn.
Yeah.
I
So,
believe.
As you are leaving the city, walking down a white stoned path with these great trees now turning colors of red, gold, and orange, lining both sides. The light of the sun kind of causing all these buildings to give off this pinkish orange glow as it refracts and redirects the light. Go ahead and make an investigation check, somebody. Whoever sees himself leading the group down the road.
I am not good at investigation.
16, Sanasha rolled.
Yeah, that's not bad. That's better than okay.
You come across
Something.
an inn that's kind of down this alleyway. You turn away from the tower the northern tower that you landed at. You go turn down an alleyway. There is a awning over the store, and it's called the Hatchling's Nest.
Someone's nest. That seems everything's like on a theme. It's like it's dragon themed or something.
Spooky.
This looks like an inn.
How fancy does it look?
It's, we wouldn't call it a 5-star hotel. So you open the door, and there's some tables scattered about here and there for people to gather and eat or drink with. There's a okay dressed person behind the counter, and I mean it looks okay. It doesn't look like it's dirty or infested with anything as you approach.
This looks good, right? Everyone good?
I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yes.
Okay.
Seems clean for the most part.
Probably has rooms.
Hopefully.
Hopefully, have nothing infect us or eat us. So,
I mean, it's clean, so I mean, anything can come for us in the night. But Razad, what's your thought? You got thoughts on this place? Does it look,
Fine to me.
Okay, let's approach the innkeeper then, or whoever.
You approach the innkeep, and it is a olive-skinned tiefling with that's wearing a vest. They have the top part undone, and you see that there are spiraling tattoos going across the top of their chest and up the sides of their neck, kind of almost octopus arm like looking shapes. They have completely black eyes, and their horns are coming out the front of their head. Not terribly long horns, but that. And they look at you. Their nails painted black. Few jewelry pieces on their hands and around their neck as well. Hello, welcome to the Hatchling's Nest. How can I help you?
We've been traveling for the day, and we're looking for room, food, alcohol. She looks at Naoki.
Only got 2 rooms available. Nearly sold out for the night.
How big are they?
2 beds each.
Could be worse.
I mean,
We'll take them.
technically,
We'll take them.
yeah.
I'll take them.
Girls and boys.
Food, drink? That would be 3 gold a room for the night.
Okay.
We'll hand over 6 gold from the bag of holding.
Very good. He turns around from a cupboard. He opens up a lockbox, and there are 2 keys he hands you. Up the 4 flights of stairs. Last 2 rooms.
Sorry, what was your name?
My name? That's a great question. I didn't think about that.
You didn't think about your own name today? I mean, I suppose, people just get distracted by those wonderful tattoos, right?
Right. Zygar. XYGHAR.
Okay, that's excellent. Do we stay down here to eat? I assume this isn't the kind of place that does room service. We're not expecting that. We're not fancy.
Can we eat
You
in the
don't say.
rooms?
Wow. Okay then.
Like, just take it out?
Sanasha's clothing, while like patched up, is actually pretty nice.
But patched up, right?
But like really well.
Rude.
Like, yeah.
Like designer clothes that were found at a Goodwill. Yeah.
No, more like nice clothing that she's managed to maintain much better than you probably would have expected.
Okay.
Yeah. She can make clothing, man. I just
I can have
She's
food
gonna wait.
delivered to your rooms if you prefer. That's not a problem.
Of course, yeah. I mean, there's not much activity going on in the bar right now. It's just kind of like
Relatively
people, and
quiet.
there's no like gambling games or like
Not the moment, no.
fights breaking out.
Jesus.
Do you have a map, perhaps, for newcomers of the city? That tells us about some maybe public libraries, things of the sort.
I do not.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Is there like
But
a
you are
tourist?
in the northern sector of the city.
Are there any public libraries nearby?
There are no public libraries. There's bookstores, if that is what you mean.
Interesting. Interesting.
No, like visitors
It's-
information centers, anything like that.
You ask a lot
Well, I
of
know
odd
that-
questions.
It's not really odd. We're just
I
trying
know
to get
there are
to know the
bookstores.
place.
But
Well, if you would be more specific on what you're trying to find out, a local might be able to help you.
great.
Okay. Yep.
Do you know if there's any curfews in the city?
There are not.
Okay, that's cool.
Are there any like fighting rings, anything like that? Not planning on it. But
What?
curious.
What the hell?
But whatever.
Interesting.
There
never
may
gone out
be
to,
a
like,
few
a-
fighting rinks here and there in other establishments, but this is mostly a place of rest.
Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. It's just a place you can get some like bread and food and watch some people have fun and join in.
If you consider that fun, sure.
Depends.
Let's go
so
find a
is there-
table, shall we?
Yeah, let's move on swiftly from that.
Walker, when you find a table that can fit a party of 7, And you're quickly brought over some bread and cheese to start you off. Wonderful cheese that's been like aged with a wine-soaked rind. Pungent
we're not eating
yet
it.
rich and tasty.
Mm.
And you brought pitchers of ale and wine.
Kind of glad
I-
all's normal here, huh?
I think it would be beneficial for us if we went to go check out that thing we've got to do before we go to sleep.
It's a big city.
Then I'll go by myself.
I'll go with. I'm fine. I feel fine. I do want to eat first, and she'll kind of take a big bite of this bread and
I mean-
cheese.
If we're going to send people scouting, we should send the expert on skulking around.
I mean, Naoki can come if he wants.
I was going to say that
Um.
Razad has a particular set of skills.
Yes, very true.
Which we have established, and is good at these kind of things.
I mean, I wasn't suggesting we go skulking. I more was suggesting we just go look. If there's no curfew, I'm sure some
There's a
people
difference.
walking around.
Yeah, there's a difference between looking around the city and getting useful information, and you were pretty skilled at that, Percy.
I'm aware, but I feel like with the time frame we have, it's best to use our time wisely.
Yeah,
Especially since, I mean, breaking out of the contract does not seem likely at the minute.
well, I was thinking one of the opportunities we have tomorrow, if we can establish the points, and I mean, Rosette might be better at finding specific details, coordination with you and Emmeline, because you're both very smart.
I
That
have 7
tomorrow-
cutlets of ironback serpent grilled with a Hawthorne chutney for your main course. How do you are?
Thank you.
Delightful.
Back serpent.
That's wonderful. Has he been like listening?
he's the
to
waiter,
them?
He's
too.
just bringing stuff over here and there.
Yeah,
Basically,
With-
it's like a
9-course meal.
it's like a reddish purple meat that's been seared on all sides, and the has a like a compote or chutney on top that is made of this very vibrant blue, like almost cerulean fruit that he called Hawthorne. He sets it down. There's some vegetables served, salad as well, and then he walks away. Uninterested in keeping up, asking if you need anything else at the moment.
Yeah. So I was thinking tomorrow as well, some of us should go to the archive to potentially seek the information we're looking for, while the rest of the people who aren't interested in that kind of thing maybe split up and find a little bit more about the city. Maybe find out if there's any places that sell equipment that might be useful. For
I will
us.
be finding a place that does prosthetics. I was told
Yes.
that might be a possibility here, and
Yeah.
I would like to get my hand back.
Yeah, and that's like, and you know, whatever you do tonight, you know, curfew or not, you're not going to be able to find all the things you need, because approaching certain places at night generally draws more attention. But if you're careful and not seen or inconspicuous, you know,
Well, that is the plan.
good.
As long as I can somehow get a sword, that would be great.
Oh yeah, I did forget about that.
Hey, you need one of those, don't you?
So yeah, we have a reconnaissance group tonight. Tomorrow we do a little bit of research to see if we can find out information. And then the rest of you identify what we need to fill our other goals while we're here, and, you know, learn more about, you know. But I think more minds working in the archive, because I assume we'll find out more about. She, like, looking over to see the bartender if he's coming close again. You know, about what we're here to do would be good. whether that's to change the plan or to go ahead with it.
I think we need to come by a decision by tomorrow night. There's no use splitting our time too thin where we fail at doing both.
This Diablo, the one who was traveling with you, it sounds like he will pay dearly if we don't fulfill our obligation.
At this
Yeah.
point, the waiter starts to approach again. Here's your dessert. Snoggle track ice cream.
What was that? Snuggle tracks? Was
Yes.
that? What does that entail?
It's like a brown sugar butter ice cream with raisins instead of marshmallows.
Okay. Okay. All right.
Are the raisins the Schnoggle tracks?
Can we
He
smoke
walks
in
back
here?
away. I do not care. Goes back
Oh,
behind the
fine with
counter
me.
and starts flipping through a
We
book.
gathered that.
So, I mean, not sure what you're going to be able to accomplish tonight, but yeah, good not to waste the time. Is there anything else you think the rest of us should be doing while you're doing that?
I mean, I'm
Or do we?
sure you can all think for yourselves. You're all very capable.
Yeah.
Just that is what I will be doing.
Well, you,
I could go with you. I can see in the dark.
I mean, the more the merrier.
I can also see in the dark.
So can I? I can see with my eyes closed.
I mean, I can see
But
the
the-
inside of my eyes.
See what?
There's also
Can
like,
you-
when you squeeze
you
really
actually?
hard, there's like little like circles of light.
Yeah, I can see with my eyes closed. Look, he closes his eyes.
How many
There's something
fingers am I
else.
holding up?
4.
Oh, and then he's gonna grab a knife. Actually,
Are
no,
you
never
gonna
mind. He's
throw
gonna
that at
grab a ball and throw a ball at you.
Rizad catches it.
Okay. So wait,
Why did you not tell us this?
How are the
This feels very.
Sanasha covers both of his eyes with her hands. Can you still see?
Yeah,
Can you just see my hands?
Oh.
I can see your face.
What?
Is it the magic eye that's doing that, or
It's a little bit different. It's like sensing more than seeing.
Oh.
Huh. weird?
Wait. So
Kind
are
of
you,
like true sight, basically.
Are you like hearing?
No.
Are you just like trained to fight with no vision?
Kind of been working on it for a while.
Oh.
It's just
Okay. Interesting.
I can
Oh,
basically just feel anything close to me,
I see.
and I see it that way.
interesting.
How far does that go?
Like
Like one to two schnoggles length?
like 2.
Yeah.
Interesting. So
At
it's
least if
kind of
they're
like
side by
the phase
side.
ability.
Okay. So like a horizontal schnoggle, not a vertical schnoggle.
No, if they were lined up, tail to nose, I could only maybe see like 1.5.
1.5
Schnoggles.
Okay. It's interesting.
Man, people in Drill will be using everything for measurement except for the metric system.
Yeah, right, literally, it's like, oh yeah, that's like a schnoggle's like that's a full like goblin's flask worth of alcohol there.
How big is it? Bigger than a hag beetle.
That's a lot of apples.
Yeah, we don't use apples. We use pumpkins, just like big and small pumpkin. So like a half pumpkin versus a full pumpkin.
So the party enjoys their bread and cheese, their ironback serpent steaks, and their Schnoggle Track ice cream. What would you like to do?
I guess we'll head out.
Are we all
One
going?
last question about the cuisine before we go.
Yeah.
Do they serve coffee? Or any kind of energizing drink?
They serve dragon energy drinks.
Tea, maybe? The supercharged tea?
Would you like some tea?
You don't-
Anything that will keep me awake for long periods of time.
You don't have any rogue energy, do you?
Ooh. That sounds like it would do the trick.
Comes back with this it's a pale blue, almost like a powder blue liquid, and every now and then like you see like a thing of glitter, like a sparkly fragment like rise from it.
And there's a knife in it, making it rogue energy.
Ooh.
And in
Is
the
it
back of the
supposed to do
mug
that?
it was stabbed.
Yeah. Well, if you put two these rogue energies together, you get a crit.
Interesting.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fairy rose tea.
Fairy rose.
Great.
They're just making.
I would like to open a tab for that separately and just keep these coming. I will be back for more.
Okay.
Girl's gonna be peeing a lot tonight.
Emmeline will return to
Go
the
piss,
party
girl.
with this tea.
Sorry, TikTok.
Hmm.
I'm ready to go scouting.
Are you sure?
Let's just start chugging this tea.
Talia, we just had to go
Mhm.
get tea for you. Apparently, they're just serving
feel like-
tea for the thing that you needed.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I
It's
don't
delicious,
think mine was
by
called
the
a
way.
fairy rose.
Was that?
I thought it was like a pixie rose or something.
It is a
I don't
pixie rose.
We could probably
Close.
get
I wonder
pixie
if they're
rose tea.
related.
Tea, not the tea.
Yeah.
Damn.
You can make tea out of this as
Yeah,
he like
maybe.
holds up the leaves.
I feel like you've increased friendship points with the bartender somehow.
Zygar.
They gave you a fairy rose. No?
Add
Oh, I get what you're.
standard for all customers. I'm not quite sure
Gonna
what you
go
mean.
Start a side life as a gonna take over my grandfather's farm. You know? He looks like Santa.
Well, anyways.
Let's go out. Let's do this thing then, guys.
Guys, I
Yup.
can't see.
We have lanterns. Or you can stay.
We're literally in a city. If you want,
Steps out onto a street lit with oil lamps. Guys, I can't see. Then take your
So
hands
that-
away from your eyes, Talia. Oh.
I mean, we're probably going to take the less lit paths if we're trying to stay hidden or not seen.
well,
What
let's,
are we? Let's just walk the street. I'm sure
let's
nothing
just
bad will
walk the
happen.
street. We'll enjoy an evening constitution.
We don't have to be sneaky, guys. We're doing nothing wrong.
Then
And
let's look.
let's not say we're
I'm
doing
sure we'll
nothing wrong.
find-
We're not.
Doing everything.
Percy's gonna
right.
start walking towards the big tree.
Because we're in the
That's
northern
where I'm at.
quadrant right now.
The big tree.
Oh wait.
Yeah. Is it not a big tree?
Nope, it's a castle.
That's the one. My bad.
It's in a tree, but it's not the big tree.
My fault. My fault.
We're in Caradale, guys, not Fromere.
Cover Chris. That's what you're thinking of. So yeah, the city is 4 sectors. Each one like a slice of a pie. With a very large tower at its center. Central Ring Tower. That's where this place is. That has been described to you. Northern, eastern, southern, and western districts, each divided with walls, that sort of thing. Not necessarily to keep people separated, but more so like defenses in the event of an attack. So the tower is easy to see and spot from a distance. It is lit up at night. It's kind of giving off these multicolored lights that were put for decorative purposes, casting almost as if light is being shown through it, and the prism that the tower is made of, because remember, this is a city made of crystal and stone, and this tower itself is scattering light throughout itself. As you're walking down the street, the city starts to become more lively the closer you get to its center. There are people sitting out on fenced-in patios near the sidewalk, having a drink with each other, chatting. People walking here and there from the street. As you're later in the evening, but not incredibly late. I would say it's around 11 p.m. midnight.
While we're walking, I would like to cast Comprehend Languages on myself and just read every store we pass, like the name of it, and just get a good feel for every store we're passing.
Okay,
What kind of store
I'll have
are
you
they?
make a perception check as you're kind of looking around to see how much you can spot, and as it comes up relevant lately. So 6.
I'm tweaking. The T.
You continue to move towards the south, walking down this street that goes from the end of the northern sector to its center, and you start to near the tower. And soon enough, you go through a portcullis and are in the central ring.
Do the different sectors seem to be like different vibes, like an entertainment sector, just like a residential
The sectors
sector?
themselves are not sectioned off in that way. It's more
Right,
like
okay.
there's blocks within the sector that you were just in that had, like, you would see like a block of taverns and then residential areas, and then you'd find a block of like restaurants, that sort of things, just kind of as they've popped up. And as the city has been built over time, these different areas became more focused on certain things.
Okay, so it's not like this is the poor area and this is where all the
Right.
rich people go.
This is a landlocked city. There are no ports here. Everything's done via air travel or foot travel.
It's even just surrounded by mountains everywhere, right?
It's built
like-
inside of a valley.
Yeah.
Like airships or just dragons? Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Thingy.
Flying mounts.
Flying mounts, okay.
There was also like
Make a
is there
history
a
check
ton-
for me. Go ahead there, Guy, while he does that.
Were there also tunnels that you can get to here, or did you only get here by flight? Like, I can't imagine it's just flying.
There's a pass that leads from Filmir to
Eight.
Kirdal
But
on
it takes
foot.
Just a 6.
A 6. You vaguely remember learning at one point that air travel was possible at some point in the past, but it's not anymore.
Okay. Cool.
Via like airship.
But the airships all failed.
So as you're in the central ring, and this tower is massive. It is a very large tower. And as you're kind of looking about the area, you swear like up above the clouds, you see a huge shadow fly within and shrink as it approaches the tower and then disappears. Like that of a dragon.
Definitely.
I've heard dragons can see without needing their eyes. Is that true?
I don't know.
What was that story that I read?
I mean, is it universally true?
I don't know. I read it in a book. Or someone read it to me. So I'm asking.
I mean,
Smarter than me.
I'm not a dragon expert.
Talia, do you know?
I unfortunately do not know.
What if you cover Kevin's eyes, can he see?
Kevin. can you see?
Tavin shakes his head no.
Not better than the dragon.
As we're walking
Dragon
through this
familiar.
middle,
Leave him alone.
as we're walking through this middle part, I'd like to try keep tabs on like posts of guards and like how frequent, how many there are, if they're walking about, if they're sat, playing cards, that kind of vibe.
Go ahead and make a perception check as you're looking around.
Okay. Perception. A 19.
19. So you see from within the crowd, you can see that there are some guards stationed at the gate into the tower. There are some up along the walls, and there are some that appear to be off duty. That are a few of the bars here and there, still in their armor, but their helmets are off. They're just enjoying the atmosphere.
Okay.
Have we come across any like places that look like shops?
All the shops would be closed at sundown.
Right, but just like marking the location.
Make a perception check.
Never mind.
You are too focused on staying with your group that it's really hard for you to focus on what's around you, as this is a very unfamiliar city and it's very crowded.
And as we're walking, I would like to keep an eye out for perhaps similar robes to what we saw earlier in the Wily Tadpole with the monks. Maybe see if there's any of that going around as we're walking through these different districts. Maybe robes in different color. They don't have to be that same color. Maybe there's different monasteries. You know what I mean? All right. Investigation. 18.
18. So you're looking around and you do see that there are a few people who appear to be representing the Jade Monastery here and there, but they are just going about their business. They're not like doing anything out of the ordinary.
If we need to ask for any directions or if we have questions about the city, I'm sure they'd answer, right?
Probably.
Just as long as we don't have Sinesha playing her few jokes on them first.
That was a one-off. I mean, as it is, still got their
Good
attention.
attempt. Good attempt.
Sometimes it works. Sometimes that can be charming. I don't.
Does it seem like the tower is locked? Like, if I try to go closer to the tower, can I like go in?
The guards are stopping people from entering. And there
Is
is
that
a
because
courtyard that surrounds the tower. There is a governing it does hold the governing body of this city. It is a important place.
So
Yeah.
So there's like a big courtyard, so you'd have to climb over some like fence to get towards the tower, I assume. Like there's no just like direct access to the tower.
Emmeline, you do see that as you're kind of looking around the area and trying to looking for the monks of the monastery, there are you overhear a couple guards talking about a ball that is coming up.
Pardon me. Excuse me. She'll kind of just start walking up to them.
Hi, how can I help you?
I
Are,
could
are
not
you
help
lost, young
myself.
lady?
Not quite, but I couldn't help but hear about the ball. There's a ball going on soon.
Yeah.
Some kind of dance.
Yeah. It's the astral balls for the meteor shower that happens every year.
Interesting.
A
Who will
bunch
be
of
there?
fancy people at the tower.
And is it invite only, perhaps, or is
Yeah.
it?
Only who knows who's and whatnot.
Surely you're invited.
I'm working.
Unfortunate to hear that. I understand.
I'm a pretty important man in the security of the tower.
For sure. Thank you for your help.
As you're,
And
you're talking to him, another guard comes over. Hey, that horse shit ain't gonna scoop itself. He hands him a shovel.
Been there.
I pitch
A
in
very
to the
important
lower
job.
folk.
Very important job.
Very important. Who's gonna do it if you don't?
That's people.
You're the glue that holds this city together.
He looks back at you and just his shoulders and head kind of like dip, and he walks away.
Poor guy.
I don't think that positive reinforcement worked as well as you thought it would, Rized.
Unfortunately. You all did hear about that though, right? You
Get a-
overheard
there's
that?
a- There's a ball for
Mhm.
important people.
Some kind of astral meeting ball.
The
If
meteor
I think we
shower.
should try to get in. Yeah.
If only we had an opportunity to get a favor for doing something.
Oh, there's other ways we can get into a wall.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Does it involve
Like what?
skullduggery and shenanigans?
Yeah, maybe. Sure, we can find the list and alter it.
That seems... I'd assume they'd have backups of the list to cross-reference.
And we'll alter those ones too.
You'd be surprised also. But we could do that. We could try to get a favor from someone. But that would take time that we don't really have.
So we need to
I mean-
catch some dignitaries in the city and replace them.
Or maybe a little bit of magic.
Magic is usually caught, though.
I wonder if there's another way in. Like, can I look around to see if there's like a sewer or anything?
Yeah,
Yeah.
go ahead and make a another investigation check.
Okay. A 10.
I mean, there are like drainage areas for like water flow. Although they do exist. Although where they lead, you can't be sure.
I think that if we're gonna get in, the best way in and out would be through the sewer. So somewhere in that library might be the sewer plans, possibly.
Frame of
Blueprints.
reference, because, there's dragons in this tower, and I don't want to know what a dragon sewer looks like.
Well, we're gonna find out.
Well, I think you're onto something here.
Yeah, don't worry, I am.
Earlier, I was blown off a little bit with the public library idea, but most of them are behind some kind of you have to pay to go and read the books or pay to get the book, which would be a bookstore. But perhaps somewhere within the city, there are books about the construction of this tower that are more available for
Surely.
public access.
I
That
mean, we're going to be able getting access to the Jade Archive, so,
which is great, but you'd be surprised what you can find available for everyone, just lying around.
At this point, you are approached by a dwarf. Gray salt and pepper hair, these green eyes, well decorated in like a number of tools around his belt, tunic that has like silver hems. You all don't look like you're from around here.
That's correct.
I came to the city not being from around here. Come have a drink with me and my friends. I'll buy your first round.
Sounds great.
Okay.
Oh, kind. Wow.
Those tools, you'll have to tell me about them over drinks. They're beautiful.
Be more than happy to.
What kind of tools are they carrying?
Guys.
Make an intelligence check.
An intelligence check.
Mm-hmm.
I really like a thing that she actually knows is she's probably going to fail at because I'm going to have a low intelligence check. She's probably wearing tools similar, but I don't know.
They seem similar to smithing tools, but they're much smaller in a way. But they also have a few different tools here and there that you can't quite. No.
That's interesting. Those are small for smithing tools. And she like reaches into a bag and like pulls out a nice like fine detailing smith's hammer from one of the bags she has on her.
Oh, do you notice my tools? I'm actually a jewelry smith and gym master here. So I make my living. Lot of money to go around.
Oh God, you know, I never really
Pull up a chair. Pull up a chair.
Yeah. And her tools look like they're fine elven make, like they're overly ornamental in places. You know, my father also did jewelry work, but my hands are a little big, so sometimes I would, you know, break the gem by accident.
No, wait, you know the elves, they're awfully dainty with stuff that they do.
But very good at wood carving. So
I'm probably better. Most dwarves probably better.
I'm not competing. It's not often.
Well, the mountains surrounding this area are rich with gemstones. It's where a lot of the city came from.
Where did you learn? Are you part of a group?
Self-taught. I was apprenticed to someone here in the city. Found me when I was a wee lad. Died recently though.
Unfortunate. Sorry.
Anyway, he orders a round of drinks. It's this very sweet, yet at first it's really sweet, and then it has a sour bite at the end of it. Tastes like basically green apples in liquid form.
Percy is not drinking.
I'll take yours then. Give me.
Oh, beat me to that,
There you go.
Emmeline's just going to nurse it, and she's just going to be rapid firing questions at this dwarf. Like, so you said you're taught by someone. What's the biggest jewel that you've ever gotten?
One of the other people sitting at the table. This is the one who carved the jewel in the centerpiece of Mazarag's the Brilliance crown.
Wow.
Mm. I
Where's
bet
that
you're
located at?
with.
What was that one more time?
Where's that located at? Sorry, Percy.
Lord
Sorry.
Mazarag, the king of the dragons. He's just and he begins to point to a bunch of like tapestries and sigil banners here and there, showing a dragon's claw holding a gemstone in its hand.
You must.
I bet we. Go for it.
Did they invite you to the ball that's coming up?
Oh, I'm pretty important, so of course got invited to the ball.
That's wonderful. I mean, of course you're invited to the ball. You're such an important. I mean, the craftsmanship, even your tools are remarkable. My father and I worked on my tools when I was a girl, but everything you have looks so carefully made and just such a elven forging is always a little overly elaborate, if that makes sense. Like it's too many details, right? Too many arcs and curves and you know.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah. See how this goes.
And I really think our friend
16.
here could learn a lot.
I think that I might be able to help you with a thing or two. Pass off some of my knowledge.
That'd be great. I'd love to learn. I mean, my father especially is a jeweler. He was okay, but he didn't have strong hands like that.
A few of the monks walk by with a bunch of scrolls carrying in their arms and stuff. So busy with their knowledge. They're not getting life experience. Having fun.
Yeah, that's why I left home. Just gonna get stuck learning things, right?
He looks over at Renatus. You seem like you know how to have a lot of fun.
He has a bit of a shyness. Forgive him, if you will.
Social anxiety.
Depends on your definition of fun.
But I would like to know what your definition of fun includes. What do you find fun, tall gray man?
Do it.
I don't know.
You don't know, then why would it depend on the definition if you don't know the definition for yourself?
There's only one way to find out if something's fun, Renatus, and that's by doing it.
You know,
Because some people's definition of fun may not match the definition of others.
No, I got that from the words that you said initially. So thank you for clarifying that for me.
What?
yeah, this guy, he likes to be big and nonchalant, scary, but I've seen him cut up the rug on the dance floor. He's
It's very
got some
dexterous.
skill.
You should see what he can do with his fingers.
As they are distracting this dwarven man with Renatus, I would like to try to
again.
chase after those monks with the scrolls. Just slip out real quick.
Okay. So while they're talking, you managed to catch up with the two monks. Both of them are human, female.
Hello. Pardon me. Excuse me.
Hello. So can I help you?
Hopefully, I was just curious about what these scrolls were for.
They both look at each other.
It's all right. I have, and she'll kind of like flash the letter of the letter of recommendation at them. I have a bunch of clearances, but I don't need to look at them now. I'm just surely they're being taken back.
We're just bringing back some notes and messages from some people to some of the more senior monks. And you see that their robes are just green. There's no embroidery. There's no symbols. You can probably guess that they are novices.
Well, that's great news. I know it's going to be very busy here soon with the ball.
I wouldn't know about that.
No.
You don't partake in watching the meteors? Interesting.
We watched the meteor shower, but we do not attend the main celebration. But if you're looking for a tavern that will have some sort of celebration, look around. There's one everywhere. Pick one.
Great. Well, thank you for your help, answering my questions. And she'll kind of just like turn around, start walking back to the tavern. But peeking over, I mean, how securely are they holding these notes under their arms?
Loosely.
I'd like to make a U-turn when I peek back. I'd like to try to get one.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Excellent. On it with the quickness. 13.
13.
They're novices. Maybe they'll have novice
Roll
stat
it
blocks.
again, please.
Oh no.
17.
17.
Roll it again, please. I also got a 17.
19.
So you go to grab the scroll, and one of them like kind of stops and like looks over their shoulder. As they look, you like kind of like turn your back against theirs, out of their line of sight, and then they look over their other shoulder, and you turn your body quickly with it. They're not quite seeing you. You're just saying just outside their line of sight, and then you manage to grab the scroll and start to walk off with it.
Excellent. And I'd like to just shimmy back in with the group if I can get back in there.
And that is how I lost my pinky finger on my right hand.
Oh, you lost your pinky finger. Would you happen to know any good prosthetics vendors?
I'm sure that you can find one here or there. Oh, so that you and then there's Emmeline is back. I saw that you chased after those monks. I wouldn't waste my time with them. They all think that they're better, all hoity-toity and whatnot.
Well, the best thing about a book nerd is they can answer all your questions for you. So I just had a couple of trivial things that I thought they would be able to clear up for me.
She's a smarty. I mean, there's not much we can do. She's good for conversation.
This green dragonborn man wearing an eye patch leans in. He's kind of like sitting around the table, just enjoying the atmosphere of this group and stuff. I heard that they keep a lot of really powerful artifacts in their archives at the monastery.
Really?
Interesting. Do tell.
I just did.
Oh, just okay. I mean, those rumors are super. It's fascinating. I mean, you'd think that monks would archive knowledge, not power.
Artifacts are knowledge, wouldn't you think?
A kobold leans in. I heard that they keep people deep below in their dungeons when they steal from them.
Oh.
Nobody asked you.
A dungeon.
I was going to say, was that because they were in trouble or for extracurricular activities? Because it must be tough being a monk, right?
Yeah, it's fun knowledge and all, but dude, your breath sinks a little bit. Can you back up? I'm not trying to be rude. I didn't want to say it out loud.
Same with the blue. Please back up.
Oh.
I'm not. I'm just. Please.
Wow.
Kind of like
Damn.
leans back. Fair.
At least he's self-aware.
I don't think we ever caught your name, by the way. And she'll kind of regard towards the dwarf.
Fenuid.
Sorry.
Again, please.
I'm Emmeline. It's great to make your acquaintance.
And it's a pleasure to meet yours.
We are on a bit of a tight timeline, so she'll kind of stand up and start shimmying towards the door.
Tight timeline for what?
Just some obligations from our higher ups. You know how it is.
I don't really have any. I'm mostly a boss, but maybe I can help you all with something.
Well, and she'll kind of shimmy back towards the table. Perhaps we are searching for a few different key points of knowledge for our boss. She'll kind of look over at Razad. You know, books in the sort. He's got an interest. Things that are a bit darker in nature, perhaps. So we want to find people we could talk to about that. And this ball sounds like the best chance.
Darker in nature.
Mm. Oh yeah.
I mean, most
You know,
of the
like,
knowledge is kept in the monastery, but
if important figures like you will be there, I'm sure there's plenty of knowledge that could be imparted on us.
I don't really get a +7 on my invitation. Sorry.
You can always take Renatus. Here's your +1.
I would like to see how you, as the red man put it, tear up the rug.
Is there some sort of like press pass into this event? Something like that?
I mean, there's gonna be people in and out of the party. Guards, caterers, performers, all sorts of things.
Who are you gonna have to make a performance?
What? Why would we have to do that?
It might be our only way in. We're performers.
Sure. Fenwin, whereabouts is your shop around here?
My shop. Oh, it's just actually outside this the inner central district, in the eastern, right outside the gates of the western of the east, the central district is what I meant to say. These drinks are starting to get to me a little bit, I must admit.
How about we part ways here for the night? It's been a pleasure meeting with you. We'll come to your shop and talk more about a little deal, perhaps, you know.
You have a business card?
I do, in fact, and he reaches into his vest pocket. Oh, hold on, I just had them. I must have left them at my desk. I'm sorry.
Sanasha will kind of dig through her bag and she'll pull out like a little like carved wooden thing that just says Sanasha, adventurer, craftswoman, ? Couldn't think of the third thing, but you know. I was working on it, just shopping this about, and it's got like a little carving of like her head that looks very similar to the bust.
Interesting. And he puts it in a pocket. Doesn't look at it.
Yeah. That always happens.
Every time.
I even picked like the perfect shade of white.
Like Percy said, we'll stop by your shop sometime tomorrow, perhaps.
No, it's called For Keep's Sake.
Wonderful.
For keep's sake.
I hope to see you.
So, you sure will. Have a good night. And she'll kind
That's
of
good.
step out the door.
Oh.
As they're walking, Percy will start. Just had a brilliant idea.
Mm-hmm.
I know how we get into this ballroom. Not for the ball, but beforehand. We just pose as performers, needing to look at the space we're working with. I've worked in a caravan my whole life. I can pull it off.
I think you might be
Definitely do
also
the
could-
instrument.
You might be the only talented performer in this group, though.
We don't need to do an actual performance.
But you need to convince people you're a performer.
Well, I can do a few tricks and dazzle my way in. That's all fine, but we don't have to do an actual performance. Let's not forget why we're here.
Yeah, but I mean, it's better to be convincing. If only we had a bard.
I mean, I've heard Naoki play a cruel song.
We could also try to split up. We don't all have to be performing. Some of us, our best performers, could go in as performance, and maybe some of us could go in as the help.
Well, I mean, Renatus already has it in. If you're willing to,
Mm-hmm.
let's say, loosen up a bit.
I'll teach you some moves, Renatus.
Also, what are you gonna say?
I mean, we could be like a circus act. I mean, Talia has her tamed Drake. Renatus
I
could
could make
be
him jump through
a knife
hoops.
juggler. Naoki
Knife juggler?
because he can do those
I
purple.
can juggle knives if I can get. Oh, Rosard. Yeah. I
Let's
guess.
like pretend to be help or something.
Yeah, like
I feel like that's a little bit easier.
performance needs crew as well. It's not just the actors.
I'm not much of a performer myself,
No.
but I can definitely give people drinks on a tray or bring them
I mean-
food. I've done that before.
We're not doing a performance, guys. All I'm suggesting is we pretend to be performers to get inside of the ball, like the area, so that we're there to look around.
It's an idea.
We don't have to do a performance.
I think each of us should probably, if we're going to try and do this, we need to find some subtle ways to get through. And some of us look like we're
Bodyguards. There you go. You're a bodyguard, Sinesha.
What's your reputation? Do you have your headshots?
Whoa.
Are you? I'm assuming most
Look.
of the performers are already lined up.
Right? We could be a last minute addition. We could just bullshit our way in. It's fine.
That's interesting.
You walk up to the gates and you go, "Excuse me, sir. Why have you not let me in yet? I need to get through. I'm late. Quickly, let me in, please." And then they go, "Whoa, who are you?" We go, "We're the performers. Hurry up!" And then they usually just let you in.
Okay,
I've done it before.
That's one plan. So you do that, and we have somebody clever go with you. And I think maybe the rest of us need to find a way to slip in as maybe just menial laborers who will be ignored.
Here's my problem with this.
Hmm.
Once we get in as menial laborers to be ignored, why would they want to talk to us about information? We would have to bring maybe a change of clothes and do a transformation.
How many days is the ball from now?
Well, you see, this is
the
what the
night
performers are for.
After next.
Yeah. How many days do we have left?
3.
So we need to get in there, right? Like, that's the thing. So a ball is a good time to pull off.
Yes, that's why we go in tomorrow night as say I come in tomorrow. Hello, I'm performer Percy. I'm here for my test run. I go in, I look around, I do my thing, I walk out. On the ball, I rock up. Oh, it's performer Percy. They let me in.
So thought process, because, Naoki is obviously very flashy with his fancy umbrella and everything. So you can come through as part of an act. Some of us can come through with you. But I think some of us should probably find a way to get on crews that are delivering things, because people behind the scenes hear things too.
Very true. If Renatus already has an in, he will need a bodyguard, of course. So that's 2 people in there.
I mean, Renatus is the +1. I don't think he gets a bodyguard too. We'll have to establish that.
Okay. Also, if we need a change of clothes, performers will have changes of clothes, so I can bring them in as part of the act.
Okay.
Okay.
Seems like a good plan. I don't see
I'm seeing.
a good start to a plan, at least.
And then
But that means
maybe when the
gonna need a
meteor
lot.
shower starts is when we leave, like we take our leave, because people be looking up into the sky.
Yeah.
So I just want to, just for clarification purposes, I think the whole party as a whole right now is talking about 2 different nights. One of you guys, some of you are starting to plan for the actual theft of the relic, and some of you are talking about tomorrow night, where you're just trying to get a layout of the place.
So I think some of us to get on the cruise, which is why Sinasha is saying what she's saying, is suggesting that they will have to try and find inns with the crews that are going to enter on the day of the party, right? So I'm not ignoring this. We're not ignoring the suggestion that there's multiple tiers of planning, right? But we also may be able to scope out, because people may be starting to bring casks of wine in and stuff like that in. I don't know. So there's lots we can do.
We would need to get
Yeah.
the clothes. We would need to get
Oh.
boxes, things to transport, any tools, any new instruments.
I mean, with the performer shtick, yes. But with, people who are joining other crews, we just need to find people who are looking for extra manpower.
That and wear unassuming clothing. Pick some of that up too.
So you mean I can't go in with my giant battle axe?
No.
No.
Not as unassuming as my umbrella, unfortunately.
I can
No.
bring it in. It's a prop.
It's a
It is
prop.
definitely not a prop.
It is a prop.
It's part of the act. Something
It's
of
a
that
prop
sort.
now.
I mean,
That might be a hard thing to explain as a prop.
No, you see, it's for my wonderful trick. I put a man in a box. I use the battle axe to chop the man in half. But you see, he doesn't actually get chopped in half. See, there's secret legs in the box, and as he pushes his legs out, the secret legs come out. So when you chop the box with the battle axe, it looks like he's chopped in half as you pull. Anyway, I don't have to explain it, but that's what the prop's for.
who's your assistant for this?
Whoever. Usually I just use the clone, and I spruce myself up, and I'll cast disguise self. Ta-da!
So you. Okay.
But we could get another person in if you have.
Exactly, but this is what I usually do.
Well,
Okay.
why don't we
I know.
put Kevin in the box?
I'm not really sure that'd work as well as putting a person in the box, not gonna lie.
Well, you cut him in half, he poofs, and then you resummon him in another location, right? That works?
If he dies, I have to sleep before I can summon him again.
And that's good read rules. Okay. So we see if they've got looking for more performance tomorrow. Percy does his shtick. Some of us give him a hand. Some of us look for other ways to get ourselves in on the night of the event.
Yes, but really quick, let's look at this together. And she'll kind of hold out this scroll that she took from one of the monks.
Yeah.
What does it say inside this scroll? Who is this addressed to? Is it? Ooh, this is a Leo. Oops.
So you're opening the scroll from
It's
the
almost
monks?
Oh no.
Yes. Gonna
So
take
you
a look
open
at
the
it.
scroll. What languages do you understand? Can you read?
I've been keeping
specifically?
comprehend languages. I've been keeping comprehend languages on, and it says here the literal meaning of any language you see or hear.
Okay, so
I
this
have to
is
be
all written
touching
in
the words.
Draconic,
Okay.
and as you're reading it, it appears to be an ordering manifest.
For things they need.
For items, like casks of wine, different types of food.
Is it addressed to anyone in particular?
So it appears to be an order to be from mostly a receipt. We'll say this is a receipt from a caterer company of some sort.
We could definitely use this as well if we need it. It's basically an order receipt and proof of what they need. Is it for the ball or is it for the monastery?
You do not know.
I do not know which it is for.
But
we could probably get away with using it for both.
The receipt itself is from the Gluttonous Troll Caters.
Oh, well, that's helpful. So we need to find the Gluttonous Troll Caterers.
And see what they wear, and then copy what they wear.
And see if we can potentially deliver their order for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so we're set on pretending to be caterers.
It's an inn.
Yeah. Well, maybe I carry some noble clothes. I could say I'm Richard von Gorguts or something like that. One of the noble houses from up north.
Do you have an invitation?
We...
Wait, can you find an invitation? Are you good at forging?
I could forge documents.
That is an option.
But I think this caterer
Alright.
thing is a good hint.
I think we could do both. We could split up in half.
Yep. So
Some performers, some caterers.
Yeah, I
meet
just
up
don't
when
think
we
I
get
can do
inside?
performing. You know,
Yeah, you'll carry the boxes and
I'll
the
carry
casks.
barrels. You know, stuff like that.
Not good at acrobatics.
I mean, I'm good. It's just not like she does like a cartwheel.
Make an acrobatics check.
Yeah. 25.
It is one of the most beautiful cartwheels you ever seen. Like perfect form.
That was a natural 20, so it better be good.
It is
What are you
like
talking
Creed's
about?
perfect cartwheel. It is perfect in every sense of the word.
We've got to get you on that stage. With that performance?
Okay, well, let's just see, because that could have just been a fluke. Just a backflip.
Oh my god.
21. Still pretty good.
Good, you can
I'm
backflip.
good at fighting.
I'll do one too.
I'm good at fighting.
We'll do one too. Are we just doing backflips in the middle of the street?
Yes.
Oh crap.
Oh, Naoki rolled well.
See,
He's
guys,
actually really good at acrobatics.
we're gonna get into this place just by that alone.
Let's blend in. Mm-hmm.
Just go up to the guards and start backflipping. They'll have to
Front
like
handspring,
Exactly.
step out,
No.
ran off back, handspring, step out, ran off back, handspring, full twisting, lay out.
Wait, can we
Triple
do
axle
this?
somersault.
That's from Bring It On, by the way. So you guys are just starting to do like flips and stuff in the street. Just all of you suddenly very acrobatic gymnasts. A crowd of people begins to like gather around as they start seeing at your street performers, and by the end of all these like flips and tricks, you make about 27 silver coins get tossed to all of you.
Damn.
All in Emmeline's hat that she turns out for them to toss their coins in.
And thank you guys for coming to see the wonderful troupe of Percy Purebirch. Thank you all for this pleasure. And I will gladly see you all tomorrow night. Same place, same time. Even better performances, daring tricks from Sneaky Sinasha. Naughty Naoki.
I'm gonna cut them in half.
We're going to cut them in half with this battle axe, and he'll try jumping to grab Sinasha's battle axe.
The crowd cheers, and you start to hear some whispers as they walk away. Percy Purebirch?
Oh, sugar.
Oh.
I got a little bit lost in the moment there, guys. Sorry.
Percy
Okay.
Purebirch.
What just happened?
You guys did
sorry.
backflips in the middle of a populated city.
Yeah, but do people just give you
So
money?
much fun, right?
Yeah. No, but That was good, actually. We just got an in.
I mean,
You're welcome.
I like climb up the like leg of an electric like bird lizard. Like, are you? This is the backflips are just normal things.
Yeah, but the people don't care. They just want to see. If you did it over spikes, it'd be even better. But fake spikes, of course.
That is the day that Sanasa gets a natural one on her acrobatics check.
No, you cheat. You use illusion magic to make the spikes. So if you do fall, then you're fine.
I can literally teleport you from one location to the other while doing things. So
yeah, but like they don't care.
I mean,
maybe they care about that, actually. That sounds pretty cool. Yeah, we could make that work.
I could teleport you above me and catch you in my hands.
See, now you're thinking like a performer.
Like flat out with your arms straight out, and we'll just do like a little spin, and I'll throw you and teleport you again back to the ground.
Here we go.
Anyway, I think we've had enough shenanigans for tonight. Let's get some rest.
Yeah. So we
unless you guys want to do anything else.
We've accomplished skullduggery and shenanigans. The two things we set out to do.
I think you're heading back to the hatchling's nest.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes.
So Renatus has a date. We've apparently become a performing troupe again.
Well, you guys got off of how you got that from that interaction.
What?
He wasn't flirty.
Are you sure?
Are you sure about
that? I think
that?
so.
I got flirt vibes.
I got hardcore flirt vibes.
He's like, especially when he said, I want to see him cut up the rug.
I got sarcastic.
Or the strong man comment. That was a good one.
Was that supposed to be sarcastic or flirty? Because I love the idea that there's just like this brilliant dwarven craftsman who's flirting with the weird like undead guy.
Everyone's got their tastes.
When's the last time Renatus got some?
Yeah, I think it's too late for an insight check, so we're not getting an answer.
It is too late for one. All right.
That's
so
our
you all
fanfic.
Head back to the hatchling's nest. Go to your two rooms. They're good rooms. 2 queen-size beds per room. And lay your heads down and fall asleep. And that is where we're going to take our mid-session break as the party takes a short rest, everybody. Sorry, a long rest. Because something's definitely not attacking them in the middle of the night. That'd be weird. So, if you're just now joining us.
If you're just now joining us, moments before we were attacked during our long rest. Hi, how are you? This is the voice you're hearing if you're listening to us on the podcast networks. Because, you're wondering what happened before this. You can find this lovely stream recorded on all the places you find your podcasts. But if you want to attach a face to the voice that you're hearing, you can find our live streams, which we release every Monday on YouTube. Or you want to keep up with us as we're doing this live. We do this every week at 8 p.m. Eastern on Wednesdays on Twitch and TikTok and Facebook and YouTube and all of those wonderful places that you can find live stream content. And we would love to have you with us so you can help join this experience and chat with us and make our experience even more fun. And we do games outside of these days like Dead by Daylight and currently Pokemon ZA is happening a little bit.
ZA is one of the mainstream games.
Just catching random shinies, whatever. Yeah, it's have a good time with us.
All right, and thanks so much. And we're going to take about 20-ish minutes here to refresh ourselves. So we'll be back momentarily. Stick around, and we'll see you real soon. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the mid-session break of Prestige Encounters. Us players take this time to refresh ourselves and get a few more snacks, refill our drinks, in order to bring you a more exciting adventure. We would like to take this time to let you know about a few things that goes beyond our Dungeons & Dragons campaign. First and foremost, we have a Discord server at lichsouls.com/discord that you can join and then play a wide assortment of games with us like Dead by Daylight, Sea of Thieves, first-person shooters, and more. The games we play together change as time goes on and new games are released, and you can join our Discord for more up-to-date information. You can even join us every Tuesday for our community game nights. If you have Amazon Prime, you can subscribe once a month to one channel of your choice for free. Here at Lich Souls Gaming, we have streams that go beyond Dungeons and Dragons. Throughout the week, you can catch me live playing an assortment of games and even use your channel points that you earn during the streams in order to affect what happens in the stream itself. We have over 20 static and animated emotes that our subscribers get to use in our channel and other channels as well. So hit that subscribe button and join all the fun. Well, my cup of players tears is running dry, so I'm going to let our other cast members tell you about our amazing sponsors for the rest of the stream.
Hi there viewers, I'm Josh from Prestige Encounters, and I heard you wanted the best looking maps out of all your friends. Well, do I have you covered with Arkenforge, the best map making tool for all your TTRPGs. There are many different asset packs which can be used within Arkenforge, but if none of these tickle your fancy, then import your own and create anything your heart desires. When building those maps, you don't want to forget about these features such as built-in animation and music plugins to make your maps feel alive at every moment, touchscreen support with Fog of War which allows in-person play, and a dynamic lighting system to make even your nighttime maps look their best. Making maps has never been easier, but now I hear what you're saying. I don't like subscription fees, and that's okay. Neither do I. Arkenforge is luckily only a single time purchase, and we can help you out even more if you use code LICHSOULS at checkout. That's right folks, if you want the best maps around, use Arkenforge, and don't forget to use our code LICHSOULS at checkout.
Welcome to Prestige Tales.
Oh, hello. I didn't see you come in there. Welcome to another episode of Prestige Tales. Tonight, we tell the tale of the Dungeon Master who could. Once upon a time, there was a story of a Dungeon Master trying to weave a grand tale of heroes and monsters. While the prose was mighty, something was missing. Combat in its most epic form must come with epic music. Knowing that this was lacking, one day the Dungeon Master tried to create music of their own. Let's see what happened. A moment meant to be the culmination of their tale instead became a tragic end. Ashamed, the Dungeon Master walked off into the sunset, never to be seen again. The moral of this tale, be the Dungeon Master that could with Midnight Syndicate.
Yeah, and you all hear an angelic choral movement surrounding Casimir, which does not fit this music that's playing right now, which is fine because it's lovely music.
Midnight Syndicate are a talented musical production group creating gothic, horror, and fantasy music from your role-playing game at home. Don't be a natural one, roll a natural 20 with Midnight Syndicate.
And danger alert!
Absolute legend.
How will you face this wicked challenge? What's your plan against these fierce foes?
Alexa, Spotify, or Apple Music.
Oh, hey there, bud. Didn't see you there. Glad you could stop on by during your mid-session break there. Oh, I'm just having a cold one and watching the game here in memory of my late cousin. You may have heard of the guy, Prestige Pete Peterson. God rest his soul. Boy, I tell ya, old Pete there was a good man, and definitely did not fake his own death to throw off the scent of the IRS there. Oh, that's a touchdown. But if old Petey were here, he'd want me, his cousin, Lich Souls Larry, to tell you all about the incredible merch over there at the Lich Souls Gaming merch store. Every bit of merch you can think of to help support your favorite D&D stream. They got such things as t-shirts, hoodies, mouse pads, stickers, and so much more. So head on over to lichsouls.com/merch and pick yous up some merch there today. Well, I better get on up out of here and let you get back to your mid-session break there. Let me just find my coat and oh, when you know it, I'm already wearing it. But before I go, you know I got this nice casserole back at the house if you want to come on by and take it home with yous. Wouldn't be no trouble at all. You can just bring the container back at your earliest convenience. Let me just try to find my coat here and oh, still wearing it. Jeez. I swear my mind these days, it just ain't what it used to be. Speaking of losing their mind, you know who died
Did you just yawn?
Yes.
Tell me, son, what have you been drinking to keep yourself hydrated and energized? Generic coffee brand? Fool! You should be drinking Rogue Energy. What's Rogue Energy? Well, I'm glad you asked. Rogue Energy is an energy drink made by gamers for gamers. It is made to be the ultimate gaming energy drink with zero fillers, zero added sugars, plenty of essential vitamins, and oh so low calories. You can be supremely energized and or hydrated without the monstrous macros of the competitors. Not to mention the wide array of delicious flavors that Rogue Energy and Hydration come in. That includes both the powder formula and canned energy drinks. And get this, Lich Souls Gaming knows that our viewers are hard-working and hard-gaming individuals that need that energy throughout the day. So you can use code LichSouls at checkout for a discount off your order of Rogue Energy. And how do you feel, young gamer? I feel great. Rogue Energy has been a complete game changer, and my order also came with this convenient shaker. You've really shown me some useful info, Mr. Rogue, sir. Now that is indeed what I love to hear.
And welcome back, everyone. So where we last
welcome
left
back,
off,
everyone.
the party has marked their sheets for a long rest as they wake up newly refreshed in the city of Cyrodiil.
First thing in the morning, Emmeline will be getting some more of that energizing tea.
Did she sleep well last night?
Nope.
All right, performers, let's do our best today. And he plays like a little encouraging song.
I am going somewhere else first, but
yeah, we have to go to the library. We have to look for a hand for Percy.
I can do that while you guys are at the library.
Talia wants a sword.
We can do that while you guys are at the library. Unless Talia wants to go to the library.
I think you should probably get some kind of performer's clothing for the people who you want to, I know that we want to have stuff for the big event, but we probably should have something to show that we're like a unified group instead of a bunch of
sure.
you know.
Any color preference?
Well, I mean, you can kind of see my thing, kind of like red and grays.
Red, gray.
Yeah.
Okay, I can work with this.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Copper,
Mhm.
Yeah. What about Naoki?
Purples and pinks and dark blues.
And you got your thing.
Red and gray.
Anyone else
Okay.
joining with us? Emmeline, are you going to be part of the act?
I don't think so. No.
No.
Unless it might be easier than trying to get in as a caterer.
If I were to throw you in the air and you slowly floated down, that might be neat.
You're looking to be a caterer. I'm probably going to try to go that route myself. I feel like I can handle that type of work. It's nothing I haven't done before, and I'm sure that for a big event like this, the company's probably looking for people to just work this event.
Yeah,
I'll probably join
Taylor
Razan.
keys, yeah.
And we
Get
should
away with
also
paying them
check-
less.
Yeah, we should check in at the blacksmith as well, just to see if there's anything to follow up from there. If Renatus isn't in for tomorrow night that doesn't involve, and get him ready for his dance moves.
So what?
Renatus.
What are we doing? Oh, we're not dancing.
Does anybody have a spell that can maybe control him or puppet him?
No. Yes, actually, kind of.
He can technically create a copy of himself and move, so that would be a neat move. He could dance with himself, right?
Are y'all eating breakfast in the inn right now?
Yes.
Emily is just chugging tea
Or
after
just like
tea.
sitting there talking about your plans.
Yes.
We're having breakfast too.
I do not know how to dance.
It's just fighting with light weapons. Just smooth motions, move your hips a little bit, shake your butt.
That is not how I fight.
Well, this isn't a fight. Drop the combat boots and put on the shoes.
I think heels was what you were going for.
I almost said heels, and then I remembered he's a man.
Take off those boots and put on
Cowboy
those kinky
boots.
boots there, Renatus. Come on.
I do not see how boots would help me learn how to dance.
Well,
what if you was a dancer in your
Okay.
past life, Renas, and now this is going to unlock the memories?
Oh my
I
god.
I was a fighter in my past life. That much I do know.
Fighters can dance. I heard a story of a pirate, actually. I think it was a pirate. I can't remember. This was a long time ago. And he He danced with a sword, and people fell in love with his dancing and joined his crew. And eventually, he found an island, and on this island, he made a town. Maybe it was a city. Anyway, long story short, he was a pirate that dances and fought at the same time. So maybe that was you.
I think he was a pirate in
my
the past.
Christ.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I've heard of people who, dance with their blades, so there has to be a way to connect the two. I mean, you have the ability to move, Renatus. You just have to unlock your dancer spirit.
Emlyn, while you're sitting there drinking your tea, listening to your companions have this conversation, you hear a sound next to you on the bench. It's just like the.
What is that? Lock in,
you look
hone
down
in.
next to you, right next to you, having a piece of bacon from the table, is a small closet with long horns and big black eyes, just chewing on this bacon.
Emily's gonna pick him up by one of his horns. Hello.
Let go of me.
How'd you get here? Who are you?
You don't recognize me.
I did, but I wanted to make sure it was you. You all kind of, are similar. She'll kind of pick up another piece of bacon and hand it to him.
No,
She's still holding him up, though.
He looks at the bacon, then looks at you, and then snatches it.
I thought we killed you.
It was very painful.
I hope the bacon makes up for it.
It does, maybe.
I mean, what do you think about this? You guys, look at him. She'll kind of twirl him around.
So, are you just gonna keep coming back, or you're just?
No, one day I will shed this flesh prison and break the bonds of the scroll. But for now, yes.
Okay. That's not all disconcerting the way you put that.
Can I take a look at this scroll?
I will.
Or no, we gave the scroll to the
They gave us a scroll back.
Yeah, they
They
let
did.
us keep it.
That's right. Can I look at it? What is it? How does this dude work? Does he just come back? Or has it another use been used?
Make an Arcana check.
A 13.
Looking at the scroll, it
Not
appears
great.
it appears to
I
be similar to a scroll of Find Familiar. It has 3 charges per day, or 3 charges that you can use the spell to summon this specific closet as an action. It regains, I will say 4 charges for simplicity reasons. 1d4 charges daily at dawn. However, he will always come back at dawn. Until all 4 charges are used, you roll a d20. On a 5 or lower, the scroll burns up.
So how do we get out of the closet?
A very hard conversation. But it gets better. So I've heard. Maybe one day it will for me. Anyway.
Valerie took damage.
No, because that's
We'll
my
put it
heart.
on the table.
He starts to just like scoop up handfuls of scrambled eggs and starts shoveling them into his mouth, and he gets really puffy cheeks like a chipmunk.
That's very rude. Just take little pieces. She'll kind of create like a little plate for him on like a napkin and hand it to him.
It's like a greedy chipmunk.
Do we have to name it?
Connected to. We don't have to. Whoever
What is your name? Yeah.
The time it would take me to pronounce my name, centuries will pass in this world.
Okay.
Jesus.
So, What would you
Century?
like to be called?
Eggs and bacon.
Oh.
Okay, we're gonna call you Eggy then.
Eggy it is. Eggy the Quasit.
Or EB.
Which, granted, he is a 1/4 CR creature.
How tall is this thing again? Sorry.
It is like a foot tall. It's like a squirrel-sized little demon.
Okay.
It's a tiny-sized creature.
Interesting.
I think this is yours, Sinasha. So
I think he's bonded with you.
I don't know about
I think he's bonded to the scroll, so whoever has the scroll.
Does anyone want him?
I think you.
Nope.
You're the one who feeds him.
You named him.
Sure doesn't
Wanted
get
a
germs
pet.
on our
He can
food.
probably hide in your hat.
I can store him for you if that's what you're asking me to do. Of course, I would. Of course.
Are you gonna put him in the bag of holding?
No, I'll just put him in my hat, like you said. That's where you want him to be.
Okay.
Your pet.
Okay. Sorry, I was just like, you said we moved from rides in your hat to store him, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that sounds like a good.
I do not wish to go into the realm of hat.
It's gonna happen.
Says who?
Says your mistress.
Oh.
That's not. I'm just carrying you. She over there, that's who gives you instructions. Tall work woman? Yeah. See her? You gotta listen.
He turns invisible. You start to see like plates and like hot sauce bottles get like pushed and rattled on the table as he begins to scuttle across.
Mo, do you have a spell for this?
Just Rashad, as he like passes anywhere near them, he just kind of looks at him as he walks past.
Like the annoying skull all over again.
What about a skull?
Oh dear.
There used to be an artifact we had. Very fascinating thing.
Oh.
It was a sentient skull that ate gems.
Oh, what?
I would
made
not
it
leave
It would
it alone.
insult us.
Yes, it was very insulting.
It just disappeared one day. You never saw it again.
Well, it's more like he's in the bag dimension.
It's in the bag of holding? Can you just get it out then?
No, the ripped one.
It was in the old bag of holding. Yes.
Yeah, the old bag of holding.
Oh, you ripped one.
So I don't know where it is.
A bottle of ketchup gets knocked over and he loses his invisibility and just
Yeah.
what is this? The blood of your enemies and you freely drink it?
It's the blood of tomatoes and vinegar.
Tomatoes to fall so easily, Sir Tomato. This is your lifeblood essence.
Drink it.
He begins to just lick it off the table.
It's yummy.
Like, goes on all fours.
I also remind you all that the skull was bonded to Valerie.
Mm.
They don't have to deal with it anymore.
Too soon.
Little part of my soul, just like slightly damaged. You said that did, you know. I don't know what to do. I'm stuck in this picture.
Anyway, as Aggie the Quasit is licking ketchup off the table. What would you like to do?
Shall we split up then? Team research and team
shopping.
Blacksmith. Shopping, sure.
Sure. So who's on team research? Really? Nobody else?
I gotta get a hand. I would come with you, but
Well, okay. I'm sure we can find what we need.
Yeah. I'll remind you that I have no magical gear at all. just saying that.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, you're good at reading. That's what counts.
Yeah, well, no,
I'll make sure to look
I was
for
thinking
you.
more for the shopping. I cannot wear armor, and I'm favorable to big axes, but also rings and cloaks that protect me would be very helpful.
Would you rather us find you a new axe or find someone who can enchant that one?
So, from my father's past experience working with enchanters, enchantment takes time.
So does building a hand.
I think you can just buy a hand.
I want a custom hand. I don't want any just hand. I need it to do things.
Well, I mean,
What kind of things, Josh?
We had a hand at some point, but you know, I just say that Cram might have spent that hand.
Who was Cram? Sorry, well, you keep mentioning Cram, but he sacrificed. He's the one who sacrificed himself.
Yeah,
Very true. Yes.
He is like there was like a monkey's paw. That would have been interesting. Imagine you like fuse the monkey's paw onto your, you know.
Sounds like a terrible idea.
Yeah.
Where do you guys want to meet up? Back here? What time?
Or no, yeah, we can meet up back here. Dusk.
Okay.
Nightfall.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
This is my dress size. Should kind of scribble down some notes for you. I need a dress. I need shoes, pants.
Like a performance dress or like a ballroom dress? What are you looking for here?
Well, we're gonna need nice clothing if we plan on going and talking to people, right?
We should probably have a second set of clothing, and then we should probably sneak our regular gear in the bag of holding, because that's the best way to hide them, right?
Or in the equipment and clothing boxes. We can put them in there too.
Yeah,
But yeah.
which is something we can retrieve. And Sadasha has like a full list of her exact measurements. Way too meticulous.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Percy will take the note and...
It looks like she wrote it down a long time ago.
You sure your muscles haven't got bigger since then?
A little bit, but I tend to roll my sleeves up a little bit, and there's actually a little bit of extra give in that. And if you use a little fabric with some extra stretch, it'd be helpful because we're getting performance gear. So around here.
True.
I just keep that in mind because sometimes I need it when I'm actually making clothing. Anyways, I don't have time to do that right now.
Okay. Let's get going.
Go. Nobody else wants to go with us? Just... Okay.
I mean, I can go with you. It's just I can't read anything.
That's all right. Go get your awesome performer's outfit. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I want you to get one that really makes the music shine.
Do we want to give them some extra money?
Oh, yeah. And Emlyn will kind of she'll hand over the whole bag of holding. How much should we take for our reading? 25?
I mean, are they going to charge us?
The Jade Monastery might not, but other places definitely will.
Well, I'll keep my personal. So I've got 195 platinum, 252 gold. I have no like electrum or silver or copper, so it's weird. Yeah, I need to get some change.
I will add that whenever you get charged anything less than a gold, you just give them a gold.
Yeah.
You never break for
Yeah.
change. Oh,
Yeah,
one
that's
copper
not
piece. Here's $100 bill.
That is legitimately what Sadasha has done so far. She is not making change. She's just like, you want this? Have a platinum. They're like, I can eat for 4 years.
Emlyn will just take like 30 gold and hand the rest over to the rest of the group.
How much is in the bag again? Just to...
It's whatever's on the board.
It's in the mirror board here, but it's just shy of 300 platinum, 16 gold, 137 silver, 220 copper.
Did you say it's just shy of and then gave exact numbers as to what it is?
Oh, well, for the first, okay, yeah.
I mean, it's very in character.
Oh my gosh, yeah. It's like I had somebody trying to do basic math at work, and they're like, "ChatGPT did this for me," and I'm like, "That's this number." It's like, "How did you do that?" I said, "I do math sometimes." Anyways, it's not a great story. So we're going shopping and book reading. How about that? Establish the world for us, Dungeon Master.
You just want to take the focus off your really badly told story.
He was very proud of the fact he was using ChatGPT to do math. It's just impressive. Like, I'm just like,
right.
This is, yeah.
Right. So, don't know how to, if I can follow up with that. After that, okay. So, let's start with team shopping first. Who takes Eggsy? Eggy, I mean.
I think
we're taking him.
I think we shove Eggy into the bag of holding.
No, what the hell?
No, he's gonna climb up Emmeline's shoulder and just sit on the brim of her hat.
Well, she's got like a skull. He can like sit in that.
He can hide in the skull, the vulture skull, if he fits. He's a foot tall.
Is he actually tall? That seems like a lot. Like it's a very big squirrel.
Okay, so we'll start with team shopping first. Where are you trying to go?
A blacksmith that specializes in prosthetics and a blacksmith that specializes in magic gear.
So go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
Okay. Oh, and like a fine clothing store as well, but
the sword.
Investigation.
7.
Wow.
Oh Christ.
Jesus Christ.
Maybe you should look around.
You have plus.
I'm asking people as well.
You are +0 in investigation.
Yeah, I'm good at perception. I'm not investigating nothing.
So, you start to look around, and you're not really getting much helpful information from people as to where you can find a shop for prosthetic limbs or magical gear. You're pointing to a couple smith shops that don't have anything notable. But as you're kind of like wandering down a popular shopping street, so I got distracted by a random roll of an unarmed strike.
That was
Talia just punches me for not being able to find it.
There is a shadow being.
Tell us where the smith is.
Being able to be cast over the street, and you look up and you see this massive dragon descending down on the city. Brilliant, glittering green scales with a blue underbelly and spine. And as it gets closer to the street, it starts to shift its form. Bones begin to crack. A kind of like mist begins to surround it. And as it lands, you see the form of a woman wearing a dress of the same color as the scales of the dragon. Her skin is tanned. Her hair is long and blue, flowing, wavy down past her shoulder. With these just bright green eyes that match her dress. And then as she lands, a number of dragonelles begin to land as guards begin to dismount, and the dragonelles take off as they begin to escort her.
Where does she seem to be going?
She begins to walk down the street, and as she walks by you, she says to a guard next to her, one that you actually recognize, Captain Andrade, where was that shop that my dress for tomorrow evening was ordered from? And he responds, he goes, it was right down this street, Lady Dammearth. Ah, wonderful, thank you. And they proceed to go down, and they find a nice storefront with like these two glass like half hexagons in the front of them, displaying mannequins with all sorts of fine clothes and wear. Not a fashion that you would be quite used to in the areas that you're from, but they are very nice looking. And they walk in.
Do you guys want to go in there?
I think it'd be quite a good idea.
I mean, you guys can go ahead, but I am gonna go look for a prosthetic limb shop. I really need to get this done. So, if you guys want to go in there and get that sorted, you go for it.
Okay, Razad can go with you.
Yeah.
Sure.
Try and find me a sword, guys.
He'll
going into the clothing
have
shop.
some 100 gold or whatever.
10
platinum.
You just get 10 platinum. Who's holding the platinum?
You can.
You want. Yeah.
Okay.
I got myself extra money.
So Renatus, Rosad, and Percy go off to continue to look for a smithy. We're going to focus on Naoki and Talia for the time being. So you walk to the shop and 2 armed dragonborn men stop you when you try to go in. I'm sorry, but we cannot allow you to go into the shop at this moment in time, as Lady Daremirth is in there.
And how long is she gonna be?
As long as she pleases. The ruling lady of Freelmere is to not be disturbed while she is shopping.
Did we see Andrade whenever he passed by?
He went in with Daremirth.
Could we speak to Captain Andrade?
The 2 guards look at each other. One moment. They walk into the store. You hear a bell ring as they walk in. A few moments later, Andrade walks out. Naoki, I was not expecting to see you here.
Yes, this is where we were going.
I thought
And
you
we're
not
one
coming to Kiradel. You said something about going elsewhere.
Well, we also had that pit stop here too.
Make a deception check.
Oh god.
I just need me some clothes.
This is why lying is not a good idea.
To be fair.
He looks at you.
16.
Okay. Anyway, why have you called for me?
We were wanting to go into that store to purchase some fine clothes.
I see.
But we're being told we can't come in.
He looks at the 2 cards. I do not see why the Veiled Vanguard would not be allowed in the same store as Lady Daremirth when they have served our city so well.
Yeah.
And he's like, right this way. You're walking to the store and you see in the back of the store, Lady Daremirth is standing on a raised area surrounded by mirrors as she's trying on this gown that is pearl colored, that kind of like has a veil of fabric that's over top of it. As it catches the light, it sparkles like princess cut diamonds, or a brilliant cut diamond, I should say, instead. Just catching light perfect in every way. As she like twirls, it kind of gives off a rainbow sparkle at the bottom, as if refracting light to kind of match the city overall. Andrade, what do you think? You look radiant, my lady. May I introduce 2 members of the Veiled Vanguard?
Hello, Your Highness.
Oh, I am
May I say?
not royalty, but I appreciate your ladyship will do just fine.
May I say that dress is beautiful?
My apologies.
I have heard much, but I was also told there was more of you. Are your companions with you, or did you have a feud and break up?
Oh no, they just went to go shopping elsewhere.
I see. Well, while you're here, what do you think of this dress? Does a little spin.
Oh. It looks exquisite.
Very beautiful.
Thank you. Well, it's one of the best clothing stores in town. I hope you find what you're looking for. And she looks over the shopkeep. Archibald? Yes, your ladyship. Put whatever they order for their time here on my tab.
Wow, that's very
Consider
kind
this
of you.
my personal thanks for you helping our fair city with the horrible cult of Kydro.
We appreciate that greatly. And
Thank you so much.
we have good news that we managed to actually get Emmeline back from the dead.
That's wonderful. I'm so happy to hear. She kind of looks over her shoulder at Andrade. She fell during the battle, my lady. Ah, yes, yes. I'm so happy she is back with us. Prayers.
Yes. Thank you. We're just kind of stunned by her beauty.
She goes back into the change room, and after a few moments, she's changed it, and she and Andrade leave.
Right.
And as you sort through the clothes and begin to talk to the tailor, we're gonna go ahead and go over to Josh, Renatus, and Rosad.
Oh, thank you, Revelor, for joining us on this mission. No,
It's the least I can do.
All of our Irish readers just left.
I looked for a shop, but I'm not getting any luck. Does anyone else want to actually take a look?
I can look.
All right.
Go for it.
All right. What am I rolling?
Investigation.
Cool. That's minimum 17.
All right. So as you are looking around the city, you are directed to a shop in the far southern part of the city. You have to take a carriage to get there. It costs about 8 silver for the 3 of you to travel.
I'll just hand over a gold.
Of course you do. Why wouldn't you? And after a few hours, you manage to make it to the southern part of the city. It is a shop where there's like smoke rising from the chimney stacks. You can hear the sound of whirring and buzzing. As you walk in, there's like a low steam hanging in the room. No one appears to be in the main part of the shop though. Gears turn in the walls, lights are flickering as they seem to be powered by some sort of steam power there.
Do they have like a bell that I could ring, like a service bell?
There's a button on the counter.
I'll start talking to Rizard about whatever, but make it excessively loud.
Okay.
Does anything happen?
Nothing happens.
Do you think we should press that button?
It's up to you.
Press the button
I
here.
pressed the button.
You both do.
And this very loud clanging sound can be heard in the back of the shop. And the door swings open, some smoke billows out. A dwarf that is its lower half is missing. He's kind of walking on these two mechanical legs that kind of like strutting, almost like, think of the walkers from Star Wars in a way, but smaller. Hello, welcome into my shop. I was not expecting customers this time of day. How can I help you?
Yeah, no, sorry for disturbing you there.
No, it's not disturbing. I mean, I need customers to make my living and to sell things. How once again, how may I help you?
Well, you see, I'm some sort of traveler, and I got into an accident with my knife, and like hold up his stub. I lost my hand. I know, crazy.
Really,
I've
that is
noticed.
crazy. And he looks as though I got in a fight with my ex-wife.
Oh. Do you think you could
She got the lower half of the divorce, though.
I feel like you're suggesting something here that I don't want to go into. I just would like a hand, like ASAP, please. Mm-hmm.
Such an easy joke.
It was. Oh, do you mean literally? Okay. I can help you with that. Trying to have some humor. I can help you. Are there any just a standard hand? I mean, I have one made of wood, I'm sure, laying around the shop.
Have you got anything a bit more sturdy? I don't mind waiting if you need to build it.
I can do one that is metallic and connects to you in a magical sense. I will say it does require you to focus on it and become one with it.
Well, it's better than not having a hand, Like, I juggle knives, and it's kind of hard with only one hand.
This one would be made of an expensive metal, but malleable. And it would move and behave as if it were a normal hand.
Wonderful.
Just made of metal.
How much are we saying?
And this one would set you back about 3,000 gold.
Okay.
It is made of mithril. It is an expensive piece.
Yeah. Jesus. So what's that? 300 platinum?
Correct. 300 platinum is 3,000 gold.
I have 194 on me. Do I just take the other 106 out of the party funds? I'm asking Rosad.
You read that?
So, a new hand would cost me 300 platinum. I've got, me personally, 194. Do you think the others would mind if I just take the other 106?
Try to work down from that at all, maybe?
I mean... Is it honest, man?
So, what makes this hand worth 300 platinum?
It is made of mithril.
Mithril, right. Okay. Now, our friend here, he lost his hand very tragically. He was saving our other friend, and it He pushed himself to his limits, burned his hand away. He wouldn't be able to give us at least a little leeway. Bring the price down a little bit for a hero like him.
Make a persuasion check.
It's a 22.
I might have lost my legs, but I did not lose my heart. You make a good point. 2,000 gold.
2,000 gold. I think that's doable. How much platinum did you say you had?
That's fine. No, I can do that. I'll just take 6 platinum out the bag of holding and hand over the other 194.
All right.
When will it be ready by?
It's an hour, so I just have to make configurations to one I already have in the making.
Okay, cool. We'll be back in an hour then. Good
You don't need like a copy of his other hand or anything, or is it like a magical thing that just adjusts automatically?
It is magical. It will adjust
Right.
you. I just have to make sure it doesn't try to choke you while you sleep or anything.
Oh.
Gotta work
That's
those things out.
weird.
Do you sell like other magical gear, or do you just do limbs here?
Mostly mechanical machines, that
Mm.
sort of thing. Nothing necessarily magical here and there.
Do you know any shops nearby that sell like magical weapons and armor and stuff?
I am working on a wonderful collector's item, though. You can hang them on your bag or onto the end of your wand, and he holds up a small troll-looking stuffed doll.
It's not a Labubu, at least.
Labubu.
Are they like do they come in like a mystery bag and like some are more rare? Because that I can really get behind.
That's a good idea.
No, that is a good idea.
He holds it up, and it does play a little message. It says, "Tell me."
The other one just says 6, 7 and repeat for no reason.
I'm working on some of the circuitry though. This one,
Feel like
prototype collector's item.
If you want to really sell these, you should aim it more towards children, and making it say "kill me" isn't the best way.
He takes the thing, opens up the bag, starts to redo the wires, holds it up. Kill your parents. No, that's not quite right.
No, you're getting there though. Thank you for the hand. We'll be on our way.
For the out-of-date references, which is good. Let's stay at it, yeah.
And you're looking for an enchanter's shop.
Yeah, like pre-made, pre-ready to go.
Okay.
Quick and easy enchants is what we want.
Rings of protection, cloaks of protection,
Potions.
Potions of protection.
Right.
Creams.
Of protection.
Do
we need another investigation?
No, I'm going to go off of Razad's. You go to a shop that is recommended to you nearby, and this place is posh. It is very nice. The people who are working here are dressed up in some of the finest suits that you can see, well tailored to their bodies. Everything is in glass cases, gilded with gold leaf here and there, marble floors. There's a fountain in the middle. They offer you cappuccinos when you walk in. The man who approaches you is wearing these purple robes, a large pointy hat that kind of like tips to the back as it does so. Hello, how may I help you? Welcome to my wonderful store. Are you enjoying your cappuccinos?
Oh, they're lovely, sir.
Wonderful.
We're
The beans are roasted by fairy dragon fire.
Wow. That's really cool, actually. But alas, we are a group of let's say we help out with the the Kydro problem, and we need some powerful gear, to some good gears to help out with that. Something to help
Of course.
keep us alive.
We have had many adventurers travel from outside the country to come and get some of our wares. I'm more than happy to assist you.
Mm.
So, is there anything in particular that you're looking for? Any specific weapon types your friends like to find?
I think a sword of some kind. Staffs that do magical things, they're pretty cool. Ways to be harder to hit without actually having to wear armor, things like that.
I see. So we're looking for protection enchantments for armor.
Yeah.
And magical staves. And weapons, preferably a sword. Is that my understanding? Wonderful. Well, have a seat. I'll go see what we have in our inventory, and we'll bring some things out to you.
Wonderful.
He goes to the back and returns. There's a line of his employees behind him as they start to hold out various items to you. Now, I do have some staves here, of course. He brings up the first one. This one is made from the bark of an elder ent. It has wonderful nature properties with it. Many would know it as a staff of woodlands.
Sounds rubbish, to be honest. What does it do?
Well, using this, you can cast an array of spells. You can become friends with animals. You can make your skin hard like bark. You can speak with animals or plants even, or conjure a wall of brambles and thorns to protect yourself and your party.
Yeah, so like really easy spells. What, this must be worth like, what, 25 gold?
Make a persuasion check.
I mean, like the spells that I can literally cast all the time. I've got a elder druid friend of a grove, and he I got here through a tree. He just opened up a tree and I transported through it. I got a 19, by the way.
While it's not 25 gold, it does empower someone's spells as well. But you do make a fair point. We would part with this for 1,500 gold.
That's I like to peruse all my options before I make my buying, my purchases.
Of course, I understand completely. He takes this staff away, and it's really a bunch of twisted roots and come up to his staff, and they kind of have a small bonsai on the top of it.
Mm-hmm. Cool.
The next thing he brings out is a platinum coin. Now, this is something that most enchantment shops do not have. It is a specialty of mine. It is a protection charm that can be added to any one piece of armor that is not already enchanted. We find that many people prefer certain armor types, of course, and it's easier to make the enchantment to be applied than enchant many parts of armor that may or may not be bought.
Oh, what if you didn't wear armor? Would it work on just your clothes?
I do have some bracers that would assist with that.
They sound cool.
Would you like me to get that from the inventory?
Yeah, please. How much are we talking for them?
The bracers, Let me find it. Where did it go? They are rather rare, of course. They're normally about 1,200 gold.
And the VIP price for, heroes helping out with the Kydro problem?
I'm sorry, I'm not aware of any Kydro problem or heroes.
Oh. Don't be silly. Come on.
Of course, such heroes, if you're aware of any that have a recommendation from one of the ruling draconic families, they're more than welcome to come into the store.
Okay. So 1,200 on them? Okay. Any other items that we've got that are tickling the fancy?
I do have this as well, and walking forward is a staff member that wields a great axe. The blades themselves appear to be made of some volcanic-like rock that is cracked and filled with fire, as if there are embers beneath glowing.
What does this bad boy do?
This axe has been given the name Lava Bloom.
Whoa. What does it do?
When it strikes a target, it does a hefty amount of extra burning to the wound, and also grants the wielder some sort of protection against fire itself. It is near
And there was no
level, quite an accomplished piece. In fact,
there was no
the
swords.
Jain Monastery
This was
was seeking this item to add to their collection. They deemed it one item of great threat if it were to fall in the wrong hands, but I did make it.
And how much for that one?
10,000 gold.
Yeah, okay.
It is a +3 great axe. It does an additional 4d6 fire damage and gives resistance to fire damage.
Yeah, cool. Well, this was a big waste of my time. You guys have clearly insulted me and my friends, and we will be taking our business elsewhere. Good day.
Good day.
God, ridiculous prices in there, eh? I mean, what, for that staff that, we could do most of that stuff anyway, no? I've seen Naoki do all that. And that axe, who needs lava damage? Stupid.
Still in the shop while he's saying all this.
No, I've left.
Just 1,000 platinum. That's okay.
Nah. I mean, that's all I've got, unless these other two are doing anything.
Someone's not going to be tipping a whole 5 gold coins anymore.
No. I'm done with this stupid place and its fandangled system of money.
Should have sold that gem that creates a keep. That probably would have been worth 10,000 platinum.
Yeah. I did want to ask about any swords they had, but that's...
I mean, you could stay.
True. Okay. Yeah. So yeah, I'll ask him.
Yeah?
What do you have in the realm of... Sorry, I'm knocking stuff off my desk.
I do have many items that can give, as you say, ouchies.
I don't believe I've ever said ouchies.
Of course you did. My mistake. I do have this, and he holds out a sword handle, a hilt.
I feel as though it's missing a critical part.
He presses a red ruby on the hilt, and a blade of radiant light erupts from it. It is one that many warriors who follow a certain devotion would like to wield. Rather than slicing through a target with physical slicing type damage like a knife, it burns through them with the wrath of the gods.
Yes, it does seem like a more elegant weapon of a more civilized time.
It is known as a sunblade.
I was thinking more of something a bit bigger than this, and then he'll summon his longsword.
Now, I don't have any blades of the executioning type, but given a few days, I may be able to enchant that blade for you, or one found in a nearby smith shop.
And are there any smith shops in particular that you recommend?
There are a few.
Are you able to take a sword that in which is already enchanted and pass the enchantment on to another weapon?
That is difficult and does have a chance to destroy the blade and the enchantment itself prior to it being done.
That is all right, then. I do not want to take my chances.
Very well, I do understand.
All right, then he will take his leave.
All right.
That freaking axe, man.
You catch back up with Percy and Razad.
Should probably go check on how Naoki and Talia are doing. Unless you guys want to go anywhere else.
Did you want to get your hand?
Oh, has it been an hour?
Yeah.
Then yeah, I'll go get my hand.
All right. So, upon you walking back in the store, you see a well-dressed dragonborn man leaving. And as you walk in, the dwarf walks over to you. His name is Jardor, by the way, Jardor. I'm happy that you returned at just right the moment. If you were to do so earlier, it would have not happened. But I was able to actually secure a grant for you. See, as someone who lost his hand in an accident, they have a great system of care for such people here in this city. Due to the protections they have, they're able to prosper and able to focus more on helping their citizens rather than focusing on outward protection. And you are actually only paying 500 gold for this hand.
Oh, that is wonderful. Thanks, man. So
very, very nice for you to help him. He surely deserves such a thing for all the things that he went through to be a hero.
It is truly great that the blessing of Rutkahim is on this city.
Yeah.
So wait, sorry, I'm playing 500 gold.
You are.
So 50 platinum total.
Yeah, so I get 150 platinum back.
You
Boom! Hell yeah, thank you. Let's go back to that shop.
He takes your
Put
hand.
6 gold back into the bag of holding.
He takes your hand and like attaches it to you, and you basically have this metal, very well decorative, shiny new hand.
Hell
What
yeah.
color is it though?
It's chrome.
When they don't take an attunement slot,
blue.
a slot, I believe, right? It's just a prosthetic.
It does not take a attunement slot.
Cool.
An attunement slot, I should say.
So it just does it. If I like try to stretch it out, is it
Yeah, it moves just like you'd expect a normal hand to.
gonna take out my 2 daggers? Do some juggling.
Please not in the shop.
Sorry. It's been a long time, and I feel like, oh, this is wonderful.
Like 5
Thank you so
days,
much.
so yeah.
Look, 5 days is a long time. I've not been able to perform. I've not been at my best. It's been a really hard time for me. Okay, look, thank you so much for this.
You're welcome.
Cool. Wonderful.
Is there anything else you'd like to do there, Percy?
Nope.
You guys are heading back to meet up with Talia and Naoki?
Think so.
All right. So you guys do that. You meet up with Talia and Naoki back at the tavern. Emmeline and Sanasha have not rejoined you yet. But they're sitting there laughing. A bunch of shopping bags sit around them around their table.
Bye,
Hey guys, how did it go?
Oh, it went wonderfully. We met the lady herself, and she put all this on our tab. So
we got this off.
So it's
I
free.
think we'll have some of the
Nice.
We'll have some of the best outfits in that ball, most likely.
Well, best performance, sure. We had a terrible time. We got swindled and backstabbed and just lied to our face. We went to a prosthetic shop and he was really nice actually. He gave me a hand for really cheap. And then we went to a different shop and he was rude and awful, and he was like, "Oh, we've got these really powerful magic items and they're worth this much," and I didn't think they were worth that much, so we didn't buy anything.
So no sword.
He didn't show me a sword. I asked for a sword and he brought me a great axe. So explain that one to me.
Oh, interesting.
Useless.
I know he was.
Anything
Tell
else?
me about it. No. Were we meant to get some else?
Did you not look for Sanasha?
I presume they were at the book doing book stuff. We said meet here, so. I mean, we can go find them. I'm totally down to go find them and help them with
You
the
didn't look for
research.
stuff for Sanasha at the store.
I told you they brought out an axe, but they insulted me with the price. They said 10,000 didgeridoo dues, and I don't have 10,000 didgeridoo dues. And then I said, "Oh, I need a way to make armor better, but without wearing armor." So he brought me a coin that enchants armor. Snatcher doesn't wear armor, so he said, "Oh, we got braces," and I was like, "They're cool." And then he insulted me with the price again and said it's what, like 1,200, and I was like, "Well, I could buy that, but let's bump the price down for legendary heroes that defeated Kydro people." And he said, "Oh, I don't know about Kydro," and I was like, "Girl, stop. What do you mean you don't know about Kydro? Because Kydro is literally a big ass problem in this place." And bro just did not understand what I was saying. So I was just like, wow, you are insulting me and my friends. So I'm leaving this stupid place. Honestly, if I could, I'd send Rosard in there just to steal it all and just leave it on the street because we don't want it anymore. I don't want it, but like I don't want them to have it. You know, like I feel like we should just give it to the poor. Like maybe the poor people of this place should take it off our hands from them.
What?
Anyway, that's sorry. I got really heated there.
Yeah,
I got to
I
hand though.
was there. It's very sad but true.
This seems like a weird trip that you had there.
Look, don't ever send if we're off to a different shop next time. So I don't think I can go back in there.
I'm surprised you haven't already gone to another shop and tried again.
It was should have done. Nah, we'll go with when we've got like the smart people that know what they're looking for.
Nah.
No? Okay, well, that's fine by me.
I mean, maybe after the ball we can sell these outfits. Clearly they're going to be worth a good penny.
Yeah. After the ball, when we've got
copper.
the artifact that they're looking for.
Sure, the price might diminish after you've worn it.
That too.
Hey,
Who says we have to
depending on
say
where
that?
you go. Depending on where you go, people might pay more.
You have a dress that's made entirely of 10,000 gold pieces.
Meanwhile, you are Emmeline and Sanasha and Aggie. You are directed to the eastern part of the city. Subtract 3 silver from your inventories as you have taken care to get there.
1 gold. Just Sinatra pays for both of them, don't worry about it.
And you're brought to this large marbled cathedral that has it's really like a citadel, I should say, within the city that has a kind of jade glass windows and roof. And you walk in and there's just these massive bookshelves that stand about 20-30 feet tall, with ladders stretching up to them that they can be wheeled back and forth. However, it's all blocked off by a semicircular cage that as you enter the lobby, the cage or the desk blocks you. There's an entryway on the left and the right that is locked. You can see kind of this like magical aura about the door. The clerk, as you walk up, looks at you wearing green robes, silver trim. It is a lizard folk woman. Hello, how can I help you? Welcome to the monastery.
Thank you. And hello. We are here to peruse some of the library that is contained here.
I
Given this, whatever the written recommendation they were given was.
She takes a recommendation. I see. This will allow you to peruse this first floor in levels B1 through B3.
Great.
I must be with you the entire time.
Are you all right with that? Is that going to impede your day at all? I mean, we're going to be
Another clerk
looking
will
for
take
quite a
out
bit.
for this desk, and I have no issue, but I must make sure that tomes are handled respectfully and that rules are followed.
Of course.
The sanctity
sounds
of
great.
books in a library is of utmost importance to both of us.
I believe we'll start on this level and work our way down.
She comes out from behind the locked, like, 'cause she's in like a caged off area. You're kind of like talking through stuff to Doctor. She goes about around behind the wall, and you watch her take a keystone from her belt and lifts it up, and the aura dispels from the door, allowing you to pass through.
Okay, lead the way. Do you have any kind of reference system we can use to look for specific information, or?
There is something that's similar to that. Is there anything in particular that you're looking for subject-wise?
Yes. Quite a few things, actually. First on our list would be anything to do with Daemon Princes or any kind of Daemon royalty. That's something our boss is a bit interested in. She'll kind of look over at Sanasha.
Yeah, I mean, Louis assisted the Jade Archive with dealing with a demon incursion already as coincidence. So one of our fields of interest is history of the realms, and of course the princes of the hells, and certainly ways to circumvent potential incursions. I think is one of the points that that he'd pushed on.
I see. Well, of course, the most demonic studies are restricted to the most senior monks of our fine monastery, but there may be a few things we can find on level B3.
Of course. B3?
She takes you... You're walking as you're talking.
I assume that the more secure things would be further down. So how would you get access to that? Would we have to join the archive or just receive a extended writ of accommodation just for future visits?
Perhaps a hefty donation?
Donations would not be a way. This, as if we believe knowledge is equal in its power, whether you are poor or wealthy. The restricted section is often set to only the most senior monks or those of very notable feat.
So we haven't quite gotten there yet.
Many have not.
It's a shame. My mother worked in the guild in back home, and I never took an interest in these things, so it's kind of feels a little bit like being back home, but yeah, I wish I'd looked into these things when I was younger, when I could have had more free access. She was she might have been a wizard per se, she was more of a scholar and librarian by preference.
Mm-hmm. You are led over to a very large staircase, and once again requiring keystones to descend down into. And you walk down the 3 flights of stairs to a green flame, darker, dimly lit part of this massive library. And as you're stepping over the balcony, you see that these bookshelves stretch into the darkness further than you can see. Let's see if there's anything relating to what you are looking for. She stands on a plinth, and as she stands, so this light begins to go in these runic circles around her. She stretches her arms out, and the actual bookshelves begin to shrink or expand into the floor and rise back up as she seems to be searching for books with the related subject matter of what you're looking for. Many book blocks, almost like Tetris, begin to fall down into the floor, and only one remains. And it shifts and comes towards you. Let's see. Demonic princes. She just grabs a scroll off of the shelf. It appears that this is the only thing that we have in these levels related to the demonic princes.
Mind if we take a look?
Let's go to a table. She takes it, she stretches it between 2 stones.
I would like to go ahead and read what this scroll has to say.
And you're using comprehend languages?
Yes.
This is written in Draconic. This speaks of a small saga about a king that existed in the Elven kingdoms to the north. he began to tax his people to such a great extent, and he was such filled with greed as he was greatly corrupted by the prince Juneve, the demonic prince of greed, to the point where it goes into the tale of like how it was his downfall and that sort of thing. And he basically was served punishment in the hells by drowning in gold for the rest of his life, or his immortal soul's existence, I should say.
Not really.
While it is a fascinating story, yeah, there's not much we can look
more
with.
specific that you're looking for. I can submit a request, and it can be reviewed and brought back if approved. But I would have to know more information.
I guess one of the issues we're dealing with is those who make bargains with a demon prince, and is certainly ways to circumvent those deals.
Think tried and true know-all to demon contracts, right? How one ends up in one, what one typically consists of, and maybe how one might break such a contract.
I see. Well, I can submit a request for you for that today, and hopefully I'll get back to you soon.
Okay.
Thank you.
Fair. Okay. And then we're also just, because we are new to this nation, we were looking really for some more historical information on the founding of the city and, your first dragon lord, as it were. Just out of curiosity, we've heard a lot of stories from there. This isn't so much dealing with what our employer is interested in. This is just interest.
I see. Just the founding of the city, or
just information on not anything that's like critical, but just curious about the formation of, I guess, the nature of the city, and I'm just curious how your nation has been protected in such a fascinating way, right? I mean, the power has been given from parts of your god and has kept your kingdom spared from everything. It's such a fascinating story that's so different than anywhere else. I've been to not all of the continent, but I've been all across this continent, and everything has suffered from the Tears of Tumas. And you're the only nation that's been spared. And I'm just fascinated to learn more about the history of that. Just academically, because, as my mother was an academic, we had to rebuild our nation after the calamity fell. And sort of, I guess part of me just is wondering if there's some way that academically we could figure out how we could try to find a way to protect ourselves from future incursions in the future. Because I'd like to go back home, and I'd love our home to be as safe as this place is.
I see. Well, let's return to level B1 then. So she takes you up to the first basement level, and you sit at a table, and she brings over a text. This text is gold plated, but it looks gold, but it's brass bindings. It opens, and she tells you this. It's the story of Arutkahim, the god and father of all dragons. It is said that there was a great battle at one point between giants and dragons, and the god of the giants faced against the dragon Arutkahim. They did fierce battle. Arutkahim was able to slay the giant, which him collapsing is what actually created the spine of Gailon in those mountain ranges. It said that those mountains are the giant of Earth's spine.
Oh.
However, Arudicahim himself was mortally wounded. He wanted to stay with his realm upon this mortal plane and pleaded with the entity Marshiel, the entity of time and change. He maintained to keep his body preserved in that state, having it separated and spread throughout the kingdom. God's remains hold power to them even when they have passed on from this world. Their essence still remains within the bodies. They often provide protections from other entities about them, or about the realm. You've seen this before in the realm of Earth, with the skull of Gylon being within what was that city. Each body part was provided to a different main city here within the kingdom of Drellworm. Specifically, I had this written down. It was his eye that is here within this city. His heart is what became the Carvacrest, or the Great Tree in Frelmere.
Mm-hmm.
And his mind was taken to Dyrantrum.
Which makes sense. Now that we know. Yeah. What was moved into Therese?
His claw.
His claw.
His talents, essentially. And they make up the walls surrounding the city, with boards built between them.
Well, it doesn't really seem like anything we could recreate.
Well, this is just the remains of one god that has died. There are many gods that have risen and fallen over the aeons. Perhaps you could speak to a great temple located somewhere, and someone there would be able to provide you more of that information.
Yeah. Has there ever been a threat to any of these protections in the past? I mean, this is the only nation I've seen that's free of incursions from, well, demonic forces, though. We did, just for academic purposes, run across a group of devas over the lake to the east of Therese when we were traveling.
The protections do more than the literal sense. They also allow greater magic focus to be used in special situations or prosperity in one way or another. Think of them as more like conduits than actual barrier providers.
Interesting. Okay. So, I'll have to have a conversation with her mother. I mean, maybe we can find the body of another fallen god. For all I know,
the party, I will say the party has found the body part of a dead god, the great monkey god. You guys had his paw that could grant literal wishes.
Then we threw it into the nether.
Yep, you did. And so yeah, you are aware that does exist. Other than that, you don't quite know too much. So just filling in the gap there, because it has been several months since we came across that lore.
Yeah. Okay. Evelyn, we had a couple other inquiries as well.
I will also
Yes,
say in this scroll that each of the Druidonic ruling families do descend from the bloodline of the dragon god Arudicahim. But it's been very diluted over the many centuries.
So your rulers are kind of demigods.
In a way.
That's interesting.
What information is most contained here between B1 and B3, would you say? Mostly stories? Records and accounts?
Public records, stories, sagas. We have a lot of recipe books. Some histories of the continent. It's mostly knowledge that is more known to be dangerous to those who wield it. But we do not allow.
Maybe we should start with some of the more public knowledge things. I mean, my curiosity is spiked on the construction of this beautiful tower that we see just in that distance, but, you know, maybe we can take a look at that if you have it. After that, I would be interested in maybe some tales about the continent, like you were saying, and maybe some tales about pre-continent. Maybe something about the gods or what came before the gods, if there are any tales of that sort.
I can definitely see if I can find you a construction map of the Seer Spire. One moment.
Thank you.
She comes back a few moments later with a blueprint of the tower. Essentially, it's how it was constructed, that sort of thing, or rather, it's planning. This is actually a copy. Think of it as a souvenir for your visit to the monastery.
Thank you. This is great. I can't wait to show my mom back home. She'll never believe it.
It's the most impressive piece of architecture I've ever seen, honestly.
It's up there, I will agree.
You see, the family that Mozarag, the Brilliant, belongs to, his breath allows it to crystallize and be carved. It's used to build many buildings here. A strong quartz-like crystal rose from his breath rapidly.
Oh, so everything here is crafted out of dragon's breath.
And stone.
And stone. Well, yes, I mean, it's still impressive.
Do the Dragon Lords ever give... Well, suppose it doesn't quite matter now. I was going to ask if they gave blessings, but
the last
from what I've
known blessing that was bestowed on someone from outside the Empire was a cleric of the war goddess.
Oh.
To my knowledge, it was a few decades ago.
I think we met her.
Remind me of the name, if you can remember.
I believe her name was Delphine, if I remember correctly.
That's right, yeah.
She's living a quiet life on the shores of the lake.
That's good to note for now. Would there be more books on the strength of the leaders of now? More records about their feats? Of the current Dragon Lords and what they're able to do?
That's interesting.
Other than general histories, that would be something at another level about the particular abilities.
Of course.
But I can put in a request in addition to the other requests that you had regarding demonic contracts.
Yes, please. And if it may be noted, the two are not connected.
I will be sure to denote that.
Great.
Great.
So there were no books about, the times before the gods. Nothing of that sort, at least on these levels.
All the histories that I have read Is that Sealnor and Alnor and Resnima, or what gave life to this world?
So,
See,
the idea
that's
that,
what I.
that there's something that might have come before, a kind of chaos before everything came into existence, that was shaped by the gods.
I have read, but I can look for it as well.
It might be worth a look because we've been hearing some whispers along our travels from what you could call cult members. I won't go that far, but some questionable folk who talk about some of these more wild details.
Yeah, and while we're kind of giving some information that might be useful for potential research, does your order have any information about the nature of the world kiln? Are you aware of what it is?
The world kiln is a great volcano.
So this is what's interesting. So we're academics, but also on the side adventurers. Underneath the world kiln, there's actually caverns, and there's actually a massive cavern that's been trapped in there since the creation of, basically created there since the creation of the world kiln. And it looks like there's a giant sun, but what that sun actually is the beating heart of a primordial, burning like a sun. And
We have some drawings here if you would like to take a look. We've been actually working on a dissertation about this very slowly.
Yeah. Sinatra also has notes. Underneath a society of what had been giants that had enslaved others to build temples, and had actually brought the essence of creatures from the elemental planes and infused them into these massive monstrosities that lurk underneath the world kiln in Paramoa. And one has
very fascinating.
Yeah.
Perhaps this information could be lifted to someone. It could be worth sending a scout to go check out.
If I collect your drawings and pass them on, I may put in your request. One who submits knowledge that is notable to our archive is likely to get something such as the information you're requesting to be approved.
I believe that would be fine. I may take a few moments to draw another rough draft within my notes, just for my mind.
So you guys exchange this information back where you draw the drawings, and soon enough it's time for the archive to close for the evening. You're more than welcome to return another time, and I will submit the request for you.
Of course.
Thank you. We look forward to seeing you again, hopefully.
You head back to the hatchling's nest, and you rejoin the party. And as you sit there and you all begin to fill each other in on what you found for that day, what happens next will have to be a story for another time. So everyone, that's where we're going to end tonight's session of Prestige Encounters. Thank you so much to everyone who tuned in, and thank you so much to all of our role players for this evening. Great session. I had a great time. Some lore was dumped during that summary, by the way. So I hope you go back and listen to that if you missed it. And I'm going to go ahead and pass on over to Jeremiah, who plays Rosad.
Wonderful session, everybody. Great role play. Rosad is the best businessman that the party has, apparently, because I just got a fucking massive discount for that hand by extension. You know, hyping up Percy, saying he's a hero. And now he got a hand for way cheaper. It's pretty great. I can't wait to see how we decide to move forward with this. Maybe we find a way around everything. Maybe we don't, and maybe we actually do this thing. But it's going to be a messy situation either way, I believe. And with that, I'm going to pass it over to the man who knows how to cut the rug, Renatus, played by Quentin.
Thank you so much, Jeremiah. Yeah, good session all around. Some good RP moments, even though we were getting absolutely swindled in a sword shop, if you could call it that. You know, for a shop that sells swords, they really aren't trying to sell that many swords. Crazy. But yeah, great session all around. Good some good RP moments, some good lore moments. I guess we'll just have to wait and see what turn it is going to happen for us here in the near future. But with that, as always, thank you to everyone who was chatting it up in chat tonight. Thank you to all of our wonderful role players for bringing this amazing story together, or bringing it to life, I should say. And speaking of amazing stories, thank you to our wonderful DM Michael for putting together this story and bringing us all together here each and every week that we can. And yeah, that's all I got. So with that, I'll pass it over to Sanasha, who's being played by Guy.
Yeah, that was a fun session. Good lore to start with, and getting a little bit more lore about the world, which is always fascinating. It's always interesting to end our session on a nerd binge, so it's a good time. Enjoyable playing in this world. Do question some characters' perspectives of reality, Percy.
What does that even mean?
But it's a great session, and look forward to the remaining days until the heist is completed or we pay the price. I'm going to pass it on to Percy, the shopper extraordinaire.
That's right. No, those were redonkulous prices, and I don't care what anyone says. 10,000 gold for a silly little axe, rubbish. 1,500 gold for basic druid spells, rubbish. What else did he offer us? I don't even remember. It was all rubbish. The bracers, actually pretty cool. Rubbish price though. I want it for 10 gold, and that is that. No, I don't know. No, good fun session. I'm gonna find a cheaper shop next week because I'm not dealing with abhorrent prices. Like, I want like a dingy little hole with like a gnome in there that's like, I've got, buy one get one free, but this one might explode. That's what I want. I don't want like, oh, here we go, sir, let's bring out the red velvet carpet for you. You know, I'm not about that life.
Let's bring out the legendary weapon and then.
Yeah, exactly. I want like this weapon.
+1 in that 1/4 battle axe that breaks on the first use.
No, I want like
you want the Breath of the Wild shopkeeper versus the like Ocarina of Time shopkeeper.
Yeah, kind of. Like I want the experimental stuff.
The shopkeeper who's gonna sell him armor that's pretty good, but it smells like BO like all the time.
Yeah, exactly, right.
And break
like, that's my
y'all
sort
are in
of
the
shopkeeper.
wrong city. Y'all are shopping in Soho, New York.
But I
instead of
won't
shopping
come
in
there,
Atlanta,
but
Georgia.
Listen, man, they wheeled a Lamborghini out, and Sanasha doesn't know she missed out on a Lamborghini.
No, he'll tell you. Don't worry. And then he'll probably say, "Oh, you can just make that, bro." Like what? Yeah, I don't really have much else to say. Other than I'm excited to sneak into this place, even though I feel like we shouldn't. Oh well. With that, I'll pass it on to Chloe, who plays Emmeline.
Yeah, I mean, massive lore drop, like Michael said, really crazy stuff. I'm excited to explore just all the lore in general. We have a lot of lines of lore that are intersecting, and it's really starting to paint this picture. So next session, I'm super duper excited for. It's gonna have a lot of action. It's gonna have drama. It's gonna have answers, hopefully, right? So we'll get to see kind of what happens and what we're gonna end up doing. But other than that, thank you guys for role-playing with me. Thank you, viewers. Thank you, chat. And thank you, Michael, for DMing this awesome experience for us and being so gracious with everything but the prices. So, with that, I have nothing more to say, and I'll hand it over to Isaac, who plays Naoki.
Yeah, it was a really good session. Love seeing the lore bombs in the beginning and at the end. Seeing everyone just roleplay, and then Percy just crashing out over the awful prices of the smithy. And then I'm very excited to see how the fancy ball episode goes, what will happen during it. But we'll have to find out next week. But with that, I will pass it over to Megan, who plays Talia.
All I wanted was just a normal damn long sword. And I couldn't even get shit. Like, honestly, was it that hard? Joking. I really liked the recap though. That was very, very nice. Very, very nice to kind of hear about all the things that happened to Emmeline that we all couldn't see. And then even more lore, just building up everything and tying things together and creating more questions. It's very nice. I very much enjoyed it. I think the only thing that was just to top it off was us getting free clothes. I think that was great. And then it just went downhill with all the other prices. But we'll take it. We'll take it. I don't think I've got anything else to add, so I'll just pass it back to Mr. DM. Yeah.
Thanks so much there, Megan. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in tonight. We'll see you next week here at twitch.tv/LichSouls at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the next session of Procedure Counters. And until then, next time, everybody, bye!